Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is, believe it or not, episode number 555, number 555 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread it around like wildfire. Spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Texas Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please go to the last bastion of freedom of speech and social media today. I'm talking about Gab, folks. That's my only social media. You can get there by typing in your browser right now, gab.ai, and you can follow me on that social media under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Gab, folks. And before we get started, I want to say what's going on to everybody in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. What's going on, all 100 of you? Cheers, baby, cheers. All right, on this Carpet Munching Monday over here, what's going on? And by the way, if you do want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content, baby. All right? Hit the subscribe button, and once you do so, you can go ahead and private message me on Gab and let me know your Discord chat name, baby. That's the chat we chat in. And by the way, I will be voice chatting in the True Capitalist Radio chat room tonight. So I hope each and every one of you that are out there that are listening, if you want to chat with me tonight, come on down and go to my Gab account and hit the subscribe button. And once you do that, folks, like I said, just private message me on Gab and let me know your Discord name. Anyway, now that we got that all out of the way, it's Monday. I hope nobody else has a bad case of the Mondays. I've got a little bit of bad case of the Mondays, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, Monday just has a bad spirit to it, man. Everybody's miserable. You know what I mean? Everybody's all freaking hungover from the weekend. Nobody wants to go into work. Nobody wants to do anything. And that freaking energy is just contagious. It's all over the place. And that's just, I guess that's why I'm having a bad Monday, all right? I'm just, the Monday. It sucks a big one. It sucks, all right? Anyway, but that didn't stop me from continuing the broadcast. So with that being said, let's talk about what we're going to discuss here in the next 3 hours, and I hope that you can stay with me for as long as you can here for the next 3 hours live. Or if you're in the archive, cheers to you guys too. I appreciate it. Obviously, in the first hour, we're going to talk a little bit about crypto and stocks. do a little bit of breakdown there. Then in the second hour, we're going to go right into Donald Trump, our president, the greatest president in American history, the modern-day George Washington, to say the least. We're going to talk about a lot of things about the president. I hope that each and every one of you saw the Pennsylvania speech that he had this past Saturday night. I mean, when I watched it, I almost shed a tear. I definitely felt that rekindled spirit of 2016 in that speech. And I tell you, I think that the president should do much more of that. He is great. He is brilliant when he's off the cuff, when there's no teleprompters, when there's nothing. He speaks from the heart. He's genuine. And not to mention, he goes off, doesn't he? He goes off, and that's why I like this president, baby. He's genuine, and that's why no matter how much the mainstream media tries to spread slanderous lies about this president, no matter what lies the deep state try to push through, no matter what the president is being thrown at, I mean, they're just throwing everything at him. No matter what, the people can read right through it. And I'm talking the American people. We can read right through it and see the genuine nature of this president and how Donald Trump, he jeopardized his family, his fortune, and even his life in an attempt to save this country. I mean, lest we forget, folks, okay? And I gabbed this, was it last week, when Gary Cohn, the top White House economic advisor, resigned because he didn't agree with Trump's tariffs. Did you all see, and I gabbed it, you could go back in my Gab account, go back in the post to find it. Did you see President Donald Trump call out Gary Cohn as a, quote, globalist? Oh, my God. I mean, you'll remember about, wasn't that long ago, I guess about 6-7 years ago, 8 years ago? Anyone that said the word globalist, you were a goddamn conspiracy theorist. I mean, you were a nutcase. I mean, you weren't to be taken serious. Now we've got a president that not only is calling out globalism, but is acknowledging its very existence, which many of us who have been around for a good long time could literally see with our own eyes, for Christ's sake, man. It's like they live. Once you understand what is going on, not just here in America and that criminal goddamn city called Washington, D.C., but throughout the world, what they're trying to do is they're trying to centralize global power. And by God, these people that are not just here in America, but throughout the world are becoming politically awake, and they're realizing what is happening right before their very eyes. And those of us that have any kind of dignity, any kind of respect for themselves, any kind of respect for freedom are demanding that we don't go that damn communist, socialist, centralized globalist path. We don't want it. By God, we don't want it. And thank God we got a president that is leading us away from that communist future. Because that's what it is, folks. That's what globalism is. Globalism is communism. Globalism is communism. They want to centralize everything on a global scale. And who's going to be the dictators of that, huh? I mean, they are attempting to consolidate nation states now. What do you think the European Union represents? And by God, I'm glad Donald Trump called out the goddamn European Union. You Euro-cuck bastards! Folks, the European Union was nothing more than an economic deal. It wasn't intended to become a super state. But you see, this is how communism all starts. And that's what the European Union is. It's a communist idea. It took all these nation states and consolidated them all and put them into this super state that they called the European Union. And as I stated, who was the last nation state to refer to themselves as a union? It was the Soviet Union, the first communist nation state to ever exist. So wake the hell up. Once again, I'm going to talk a little bit about the president's speech in Pennsylvania. He was trying to campaign for Rick Saccone, and I hope that Rick Saccone actually takes it out there. I know that they have some kind of, 33, 34-year-old Iraqi vet out there who's, trying to play this middle-of-the-line politics. But I have to agree with Trump, man. At this point, whoever this man, Donald Trump, says that we need to vote for, we need to vote for. because we cannot allow obstructionists, not just on the Democrat side, but on the Republican side, stop the Make America Great Again economic, social, and political policies. And look, even though the president has gotten a whole bunch of things done, I believe he could have gotten a lot more things done had he not had so many goddamn political obstructionist assholes that stopped every move that he tried to make. And I'm talking about not only the goddamn Democrats, I'm talking about these stupid, jerk-dick, rhinoceros, Republican, liberal bastards. I'm talking about the Jeff Flakes. I'm talking about the John McCains. I'm talking about the Lindsey Grahams. I'm talking about these losers. We cannot have people sit here and stop our objective. We cannot have obstructionists, and that's why the 2018 election is so damn important, and that's why I hope, if you all saw that speech that was given by the president this past Saturday, I hope that inspired you to realize that we need to rekindle that spirit of 2016 once again. We need to rekindle that spirit and start once again resurrecting the meme wars, an all-out digital war in which we, the people, have an influential say on who's going to lead us and who doesn't. That's why the mainstream media doesn't like the internet, because they can't control it. They can't control the narrative. They can't manufacture news reports that massive amount of people are just going to take for face value. They can't do that any longer. And that's why those of us that are on the internet, we better not take it for granted. That's why you can do something while you're on the internet besides looking at pornographic material, playing video games, or watching cartoons. You can go out there, you can create some politically driven memes in an attempt to try to sway people. Conjure up that meme magic. Spread articles that contradict the narrative and the lies that the liberals are trying to shove down everybody's throats. It's imperative that we spread articles that expose the truth and not continue on with the narratives that are being manufactured by the mainstream media. This is serious! 2018 elections are serious. I hope that you're taking them serious. We still got time, folks. We still got time. That's why I'm saying, even if you're on the internet and you think that you are insignificant in this whole political game, you are not. You're a soldier. You're a meme soldier, a meme war soldier. So spread those articles that expose the lies that the left and the Democrats are trying to shove down the throats via their propaganda vehicles, the mainstream media. Get as many social media accounts as you possibly can. Create memes. Do whatever. Be creative. Be political. This is our government once again. That's what the election of Donald Trump signifies. The election of Donald Trump signifies that the people have taken control of the government. And what this whole conspiracy that's being unraveled about FISA court abuses, Russian dossiers, corruption at the highest level of the Department of Justice and the FBI, what it's exposing is that the deep state thought that it was truly in power and that it thought it could use the institutions of government to supersede the American people's will. And thank God we have the internet to expose these people, even though you've got the mainstream media pretending that this whole goddamn Robert Mueller special counsel crap is legitimate. Robert Mueller special counsel is a politicized, weaponized tool that needs to be stopped at this point. And oh yeah, by the way, I just gabbed this right before I came onto the goddamn broadcast. The GOP House Intelligence Committee is drafting a report completely exonerating Trump of any coordination with Russia, all right? There it is right there. GOP report, no coordination between Trump and Russia. So now that report's come out, and look, this is the House Intelligence Committee. They have seen every piece of evidence. They have called people to testify. They've done everything and then some, and there is no connection, is no coordination, is no collusion between Trump and Russia. So why is Robert Mueller continuing on trying to crawl up our president's asshole with a microscope, and he's still not finding a little small polyp? He isn't finding shit. Excuse my French. Robert Mueller either he needs to end this investigation where there is some small rumors out there in the Beltway that he is considering dropping the investigation. Now, I'm not trying to give people any kind of false hope here, but I do want to highlight that there is a rumor out here that he's considering it because, lo and behold, the GOP House Intelligence Committee has drafted a report basically exonerating Trump and any kind of Russia collusion. There is no Russia collusion with Trump or his administration. It's time to end the Robert Mueller special counsel. It's garbage. It's a politicized, weaponized tool from the deep state, from the characters that tried to conspire in an attempt to remove a duly elected president and Donald Trump, and everybody needs to understand that. Good God! I'm sorry I went off on that soliloquy, folks, but I'm sick and tired of my president being persecuted in some goddamn witch hunt. And lo and behold, all the evidence is pointing to the fact that Hillary Clinton, the Democrats, have more collusion going on with Russia than Trump could ever have. It was Hillary Clinton that admitted that she paid for the Russian dossier. How much more collusion do you need than that? I mean, Christopher Steele, the guy who supposedly comprised this ridiculous false dossier, even he admitted that he utilized Russian operatives within the borders of Russia in an attempt to compile this information. And it was Glenn Simpson, the guy who is the owner or the proprietor of Fusion GPS, which is the company that hired Christopher Steele to compile this dossier. Even he, Glenn Simpson, has said people have died in the making of this dossier. Now, the reason I say that, folks, is because they've had a recent toxic gas poisoning of an ex-Russian spy. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but there was a Russian spy that was living in the United Kingdom that opened up some kind of a letter with some substance that literally has paralyzed and put in a coma this man and his daughter. Now, according to reports, this is typical Russian-style assassination of its ex-operatives. But I'm going to tell you something, folks, and I'll do a whole report on this in the near future, but my investigation has led us to the fact that this guy, this Russian operative that's been assassinated, or I'm not sure if he's dead yet. I know he's on, some kind of machine and he's paralyzed. I mean, it's a toxic nerve agent that was delivered via a letter. Classic Russian-style assassination. This man was tied to the Russian dossier. Yeah, I'm not joking around. So, all I'm stating is this. Now people are dying for a dossier that was colluded with Russia, that was paid for by Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton admitted it. Where is the goddamn case? Where's the special counsel? Where's the prosecution? Where? The collusion's there. It's admitted. What are you doing, Mueller? I mean, Mueller's actions just prove that he is a politically biased asshole that is a deep state cover man, and he needs to be stopped. Anyway, let me continue going, all right? I also wanted to talk a little bit about how the president, even though he had that round table in the White House and suggested that we raise the age to buy guns to 21, and even though he suggested that maybe we need to take away guns from people that are a little nuts before the police, whatever, actions speak louder than words. And you see, that's what a lot of you idiots in America today don't understand. You morons think that what people tell you is worth something. And that's the biggest problem of America today, because people can say anything to you. And that's the strategy that Donald Trump uses in his deals, whether it's a domestic, economic, foreign policy. He uses a lot of words and says a lot of things But when you look at the actions by this man, it speaks louder than the words that he says. And you know what the media is trying to do now? They're trying to say, well, we don't know what Trump it is, and he says this one time, and then he says this another time, and well, what did he do? What did he eventually do, you nimrods? Because that's more important than what he says. Well, he's now, instead of raising the age of rifle purchases, and instead of, doing any hardcore regulation, what's the president going to do? He's just going to go ahead and order that teachers and administrators carry guns in school, just in case we have another nutcase that comes in and decides that he wants to go and, go ape shit on his fellow peers or students or whatever. All right? Exactly what he suggested to begin with. He didn't say that, we're going to raise the age. He didn't do anything other than we're going to need to have people armed on campus. We need more armed people on campus. Simple as that. And he may or may not put a ban on bump stocks. And let's be honest, all right? Bump stocks are a joke. Bump stocks are a joke because first of all, the way you have to fire a bump stock, it makes you so inaccurate, it makes the bump stock meaningless. It's more to show off at the gun range that you can take a semi-automatic weapon and fire it in rapid capacity to make it look and sound and act like a fully automatic weapon, when in actuality, it's not a fully automatic weapon. With a fully automatic weapon, I could be able to point and shoot at will, and a successive amount of bullets will come out of the chamber as long as my finger is on that trigger. With a bump stock, you literally have to kind of put this contraption on the trigger and put it around your hip or something so that the bumping force of the actual gunshot in the thing hitting your hip and it pulling backward, and it's just a bunch of trajectory garbage that makes it look as if you have a fully automatic weapon. So as far as I'm concerned, if they do a bump stock ban, I don't really give a crap. And let's be honest, it's not hard to make a freaking semi-automatic weapon a fully automatic weapon, okay? I mean, it's not that goddamn hard. I'm sorry, I have to admit it. I'm just saying, it's just a simple spring. That's all I'm saying, all right? A spring and maybe a couple of metal parts that you could probably make your goddamn self. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the Austin bombings now. Folks, I know everybody's kind of curious to figure out what the hell is going on. For you folks that are just tuning in, there were two separate bombings today. Two separate bombings, minutes away from one another, and these bombings consisted of a package that was put on the doorstep of the victims, and once the victims took it inside, began to open it, it exploded, and you've got one person dead, one person injured. And they found a connection to these two bombings with a bombing that happened on March 2nd or 3rd to a man by the name of Anthony Stephen House, who had a similar incident, had a package delivered to his home, opened up the package, blew up, and it unfortunately killed this man, 39 years of age. The cops are not saying too much. And if you want my personal opinion, folks, I'm not too sure what to say about this. I do not believe this is a false flag. I believe that, I'm not going to say what I believe right now. I'm just going to tell you this. With the first victim, which is the only identified victim of these three different Austin bombings, Anthony Stephen House, age 39, I couldn't find anything on this man. Now, there is a correlation between all victims. All victims are black. But my investigation leads me to believe that this is not a racially motivated situation. Now, and that's why the police are not saying right away that this was racially motivated terrorism. Now, Anthony Stephen House, folks, if you try to take a look at this guy, you can only find things that were related to what school he went to and one of these people finders, and he was an Austin, Texas resident. But the pictures that I've found of Stephen House, he looks like a sophisticated man. Let's put it this way. I'm not trying to say anything racially insensitive, but he doesn't look like he's listening to the Wu-Tang Clan with 15-inch speakers in the back of his Cadillac. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just trying to put it as delicately as I possibly can. This guy looked like he was an intelligent man. He looked like he went to the University of Texas, because I have found shirts of, or him wearing shirts of the University of Texas. So what it's leading me to believe, folks, is that there may be some correlation with this man and his employment. Now, I haven't been able to find where this guy has been employed, and if you guys are out there, 4chan, Poll, 8chan, any of you guys out there, if you look up this guy, try to find out where he worked, I think that this would put a little bit more of a spotlight on what the motive is on this potential bomber. I don't know if y'all remember this. This happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago. There was a member of the Center for Disease Control. A member for the Center of Disease Control said that he wasn't feeling well, and he went home sick, and he's never been seen since. They went to his house. They found everything, all his possessions, wallet, everything there. He just vanished. Now, this member of the CDC, the Center of Disease Control, that went home sick and has not been seen since, was also black. So I don't know if this is all correlated here, but you got to take things into consideration. So that's why where Anthony Stephen House, age 39, out of Austin, Texas, what he did for a living is very important on why this man was targeted, and we'd like to know the identities of the 2 separate bombing victims as well, so that would enable us to be able to figure out a correlation between them all. I do not believe this is racially motivated. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to allude to anything. I just think people need to kind of put 2 and 2 together and enlighten themselves on certain facts. I'm not telling anybody to believe anything, but it's very suspicious. And not to mention, these bombs seem very sophisticated. This is not some 2-bit idiot who's doing something in his mom's basement out here. I mean, these types of bombs, we haven't seen these types of bombs since Ted Kaczynski. Ted Kaczynski was the Unabomber. We haven't seen these types of bombs since then, on a calculated scale to this capacity. So anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk a little bit about March 14th. Guess what's happening on March 14th, folks? A nationwide student walkout for gun control. Oh, that's right, folks. That's right. You're going to have a massive walkout. All these little brats out here from middle school to high school, maybe even get some of the brats from elementary school to get up out of class and just walk outside, walk around like a bunch of butt monkeys out there, not knowing why or what the hell they're doing it for. I mean, they're not even knowing that by going outside. Hey, look, I'm gonna make a big rant about this. I don't want to get too depth into this, but I'm going to say this, all right? If they go outside, they are literally begging to have one of their Bill of Rights stripped from them. And that's the Second Amendment. I mean, they're begging for their own enslavement without them even knowing about it. And to be honest with you folks, I'll say it later, but this is why we shouldn't take anybody under the age of 21 seriously, ever. We should never take anyone under the age of 21 unless they're 18, 19, or 20 years old that served our military. All right, if you're an 18, 19, 20-year-old person that served our military, I'd buy you a beer, all right? I'd buy you a beer. But if you have not served our military, all right, and you're under the age of 21, the probability of you being a complete idiot is so high in this modern Western civilization that it's not worth taking the chance anymore. You understand? It's not even worth taking the chance. Anyway, I also want to talk a little bit about culture, the culture wars, and capitalism. And how capitalism at this point in time needs to utilize the culture to perpetuate capitalism. Because the left thinks they dominate the culture. They think they dominate creativity because who's the one propagating these ideas? Hollywood, the intelligentsia, all these stupid professors all over these damn universities. All right, the public education system. All right, I mean, the people that are writing music, for Christ's sake. Stupid ass Eminem. All right, let me just take. I have to say this. I'm sorry. Stupid ass Eminem. All right, who's supposed to be this big badass white cracker gangster rapper. Okay, he came out recently talking garbage about the NRA, the National Rifles Association, as if that's going to give him some kind of goddamn moral soapbox credence of any kind whatsoever. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking around. And look, this is the same asshole. I'm talking about Eminem. This is the same guy who pulled a gun on the Insane Clown Posse. Do y'all remember this? I don't mean to bring up juggalos, but I mean, I have to bring this up because this just goes to show you the utter hypocrisy of Eminem and Hollywood and rap music, etc. All right, this was the same guy that pulled out a gun on the Insane Clown Posse because the Insane Clown Posse were in the back of a parking lot somewhere fingering his girlfriend. All right, that broad that he always cries about in his stupid rap album. What's her name? Who knows? Who cares? I'm not joking. Y'all remember that? Freaking Eminem, he comes out, he pulls a gun on freaking the Insane Clown Posse, and he's like, hey, get away from my girl, man. He's bumbling the gun around everywhere because the damn Insane Clown Posse was fingering his girlfriend or something. I don't know. I mean, give me a break. And now this guy's going to get on some kind of virtue signaling soapbox and claim that he's going to downplay the NRA. Hey, asshole. The people that are members of the National Rifles Association don't use guns in that capacity, all right? I mean, these are law-abiding citizens that are utilizing guns to protect themselves, to protect their families, protect their neighborhoods in some instances when it comes to natural disasters and whatnot. These are law-abiding citizens. Anyone who disrespects the NRA doesn't know their ass from their elbow. And you want to know something? Why hasn't some gangster rapper shot Eminem yet, huh? I hear every week there's a damn gangster rapper that barely anyone ever knows gets shot in the street. You know, he's out at a club, gets shot in the middle of a club. Have y'all heard about this? There's an epidemic of up-and-coming gangster rappers getting blasted while they're at the club, while they're at the mall, while they're buying jewelry. I'm not joking. Why hasn't anybody taken a shot at Eminem? Why? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I mean, look, I don't mean to play devil's advocate with political correctness here, but don't we have people talking about cultural appropriation? I mean, they're pissing and moaning about that poor idiot Bruno Mars. Look, I'm not a Bruno Mars fan, okay? But, you know, he's a talented kid, all right? I mean, he would not be making all these hits if he wasn't a talented musician, all right? Now, because he's like a mulatto mix of black and Pacific Islander or something, all right? They think that because he's utilizing certain elements of, I don't know, culture, beats, styles of music, I don't know what the hell they're claiming Bruno Mars is doing. But they're bitching and moaning about this guy culturally appropriating his music and his style. And I've lost it. I mean, cultural appropriate. How could somebody who's a mixed breed like Bruno Mars culturally appropriate anything? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Good God. Now, with that being said, how come no Black Lives Matter, asshole? How come no gangster rapper? How come nobody in the black supremacy movement, how come nobody's called out Eminem for his cultural appropriation? This guy's made hundreds of millions of dollars off of culturally appropriating black strife. And how come no Black Lives Matter, no black supremacist, black separatist, black anything says anything about Eminem? I mean, doesn't anybody find that bizarre? I mean, I'm not saying anything, but let's just take that, just observe that for a second. I mean, it seems as if that Eminem has this black pass. Why does Eminem get a black pass? How come they don't give Macklemore a freaking black pass? What, because he's gay? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And speaking of gay, I mean, Eminem admitted in a damn freaking interview recently that he goes on Grindr to meet people, all right? Now, if you don't know what Grindr is, it is a homosexual sex app, all right? When you're looking for instant homosexual sexual relations. All right, he actually said it. All right, I'm not committing slander here. He said it in an interview that he goes on Tinder and Grindr to meet people. But I'm just asking, why does Eminem get this freaking pass? Why does he get a freaking black pass? And he can culturally appropriate. He can, exploit black strife and make hundreds of millions of dollars on it. And how come nobody calls him out? How come nobody calls him out? I mean, is he the massa of rap music? I'm sorry, this has to be said. Is he the master of black rap music? Is he the massa? Is Eminem the massa? Because I'm only asking that question based upon the lack of reaction that anyone has ever given Eminem as someone who is, quote, culturally appropriating black music, black culture, black strife. I mean, that's what it says to me. If I was black, I would say that this cracker-ass cracker has literally made every black person who is listening to this man, who follows this man, a house N-word, all right? All right? You the house N-word. You the house N-word. That's what you are. Because why? Somebody explain to me why Eminem gets a black card. Get out of black free card. You know what I mean? I mean, he could do anything. Anything. No, he gets a get out of black free card, for Christ's sake. Look, I don't mean to get going off on Eminem here, but this has to be said. I'm sick of this guy. He's talking against my president, and he needs to be put down to size, and I'm sick of this idiot. I'm sick of him. I swear to God, if I saw him, I would, one-on-one, Eminem, one-on-one, I'd whoop your goddamn ass. I'd break the plastic you got on your face now, you plastic surgery-ridden whore. You understand that? You're fake. You're a phony. And you want to know why he's a phony, folks? You want to know why? Let me go ahead and gab this. You know what? Let me play it first, and then I'll gab it out. Now, while every black artist, Black Lives Matter person, black rapper, gangster rapper, everybody in the black community is giving Eminem a black out of free pass, or get a black out of free card, or whatever the hell, all right? This is one of the first raps Eminem ever made. And he talks garbage about black girls. All right? Look, this is your master. This is your massa that you refuse to call out for cultural appropriation. This is your massa that you refuse to bust caps on, all you goddamn gangster rappers that are killing each other, all right? I mean, this is your massa right here. Listen, you know what? Throw it on, engineer. I want everybody to hear this. This is Eminem, and the song is called Foolish Pride. I'm only going to play a couple of, like a minute of it, but this is this contradictory idiot. This is the cultural appropriation of a cracker-ass cracker in Eminem, exploiting black strife, exploiting the black culture, and no black person says anything about it. No black person says nothing. Here it is. Throw it on, engineer.
Only want the money cause of dumb shit. Black girls only want the money cause of dumb shit. Black girls only want the money cause of dumb shit. Black girls only want the money cause of dumb shit. Black girls only want the money cause of dumb shit. Oh, foolish pride. Oh, 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 foolish pride. Oh, 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 foolish pride. Oh, 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 foolish pride. Well, foolish pride has a lot of things to say. You got foolish pride like you got tooth decay. But tooth decay is another problem. So let's take this foolish pride problem and solve it now. When I talk about fearless pride. I mean blacks and whites taking different sides. When blacks and whites take different sides, unity never happens and we will subside. We will subside and nature will release. And everything will just crush that peace. But when we crush that peace, you see we start hating each other. But remember, you are my brother and you are my sister, just like I'm a mister. I seen a black girlfriend and I kissed her. I placed it on her cheek, and she didn't come back till next week. Now it was next week, and she was back again, wanting to kiss a white kid. So she was my girlfriend. We started going out, but that's okay, because we were black and white. Blacks and whites sometimes mix, but black girls only want the money, cause they're dumb shit. So I'ma say like this, don't date a black girl, take it as a gift. If you want, but if you don't, I'ma tell you like this, I surely won't. Never date a black girl, because blacks only want the money, and that shit ain't funny. So I'ma say, look honey,
now there it is right there. He's dissing your black Nubian queens there, black folks. All right? He is dissing that. And if y'all, like, I'm not posting that. I'm not giving him any more plug. If you want to look it up, Google or YouTube search Eminem Foolish Pride. All right? It's one of his first raps. He is making fun of your black Nubian princesses, baby. And where are the black people calling out Eminem? Where are the black folks calling this son of a bitch out? Where's Black Lives Matter? Where's that fruity power bottom D-Ray McKesson and protesting this stupid cracker? Give me a break! Anyway, look, I didn't mean to go off on that tirade, folks, but Jesus Christ, I'm sick and tired of the hypocrisy of you goddamn liberal pieces of garbage, and especially this Eminem. I said this before, and I will say it again. I would love to find Eminem out in these Texas streets, and I would beat the living bejesus out of this son of a bitch and leave him in a puddle of his own goddamn blood and piss, and I would stay there. I'd stay there until the cops came, and I'd be glad to commit the crime and do the time. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. Once I get arrested for beating Eminem's ass, you know, the freaking black people in the damn jail are going to treat me like I'm a freaking sultan, man. They're going to hoist me on their shoulders, for Christ's sake, for kicking the crap out of a goddamn cracker-ass cracker culturally appropriating black stripe. They're going to hoist me on their shoulder, for Christ's sake. I will be known as Mr. Black People in the damn jail. Do you understand that? I will be known as Mr. Black People. Good God. Anyway, look, I'm sorry. Let's move on. We're running out of goddamn time. But I had to say it. I had to say it. Anyway, if we have any more freaking time in the third hour, we're going to talk about how the mainstream media is criticizing the president for too much diplomacy with North Korea. Oh, Jesus Christ. For Christ. Damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Too much diplomacy? I mean, that's all Obama did, you morons, during his whole tenure. Do y'all remember Obama's apology tour? He tried to say that was diplomacy, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's what you liberals did. Give me the mic. Don't you understand that? That's what you liberals did. You stupid, dumb, power-bottom, tranny-loving asshole of a president, Barack Obama, went out on an apology tour and literally got on everybody's knees and kissed their ass and said, sorry, America did everything to you. He's a piece of crap. And you mean to tell me that now you're criticizing President Trump because he has too much diplomacy with North Korea? Obama did nothing about North Korea. Obama did nothing about North Korea. He just sat there and ignored it like an idiot because he didn't know shit. Anyway, look, I just can't believe that. It just pisses me off. You know, this president, I mean, he's doing wonders. He's working wonders out here, and this media just continues to just spread slanderous lies and try to feed these ridiculous narratives to their goddamn absent-minded watchers. It makes me sick. Anyway, let me continue going. We're going to talk about Putin. That's right, Vladimir Pooty-Poo in Russia. Did you hear that Putin is now claiming, quote, the Jews for meddling in the United States election in 2016? I mean, give me a freaking break. The Jews? Is this not a dog whistle to these idiot white supremacists, these white nationalists, these alt-right assholes who all have been pro-Russia to begin with? You know, Richard Spencer, I have a Russian wife, who happens to, she actually writes and translates Alexander Dugin's works from Russian to English. Yeah, and, Russia, they're nationalists. Putin is a nationalist. He's a Russian nationalist, and that's why us white nationalists, we like him. I'm Richard Spencer. I like him a lot. That's why we here at the alt-right and white nationalists, we like Russia. Yeah. This is a pure dog whistle to these idiot white nationalists and these idiot alt-right idiots. I bet you I bet you goddamn, what's that, Chris Cantwell, because the reason his last name's Cantwell, because he can't do shit well, I bet you he's out there saying, oh, you see, I told you. I mean, it's all the Jews, the Jews, the Jews, the Jews. I mean, that's all these alt-right white nationalist idiots will say to you once you make them look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack on the debating table. That's all they come up with. They'll either say, oh, you're a Jew, you're a dirty Jew, you're a Jew this. And if they don't say that, they'll say, oh, you're a boomer, you're a boomer. You can just wait till the day of the pillow, boomer. Wait till the day of the pillow. And for you folks, once again, that don't know what the day of the pillow is, the day of the pillow, according to the alt-right and the white nationalist, is the day when all the alt-right white nationalists are going to put a pillow over the face of their boomer parents so that they can just take their wealth. Just like a effing communist, man. And that's why I keep telling you every goddamn time I do this broadcast, there is no difference from Antifa and the alt-right. There is no difference than Antifa and the white nationalists. They both want to use the same tactics, and they want to take other people's wealth so that they can have it and use it how they wish. That's what communists do! That's what socialists do! You stupid idiots. Anyway, we're also going to talk a little bit about, Putin's little hypersonic super nuke, which is a bunch of garbage, and give a little bit of insight on what we're doing in Operation Spilt Vodka. And let me tell you, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the Russian election, but even Russia's state media had said that for some miraculous reason, Vladimir Putin has taken 12% decrease in popularity here recently. Oh, I wonder why. So we're going to tell you everything about Operation Spilt Vodka. And if we have any time left, we're going to talk about the Pope. Oh, that's right, the Pope. 5 years that we've had this Pope Francis. Can you believe that? 5 years we've had this leftist, disgusting, closet commie Pope. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's continue going. I know everybody wants to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency. We are seeing a tremendous decrease once again, a contraction. Now, look, we were bouncing back as the weekend was progressing. But I want to be completely honest with you folks. You can blame this contraction that we're seeing, that's the continuation of the contraction that we saw Friday. You can thank none other than this stupid, limey, immigrant asshole who's on HBO by the name of John Oliver. Now, if you're unaware, John Oliver gave a 20-minute rant on how cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is a scam. He says that, quote, you're not investing, you're gambling. And, first of all, I don't even understand why we even have John Oliver in our country. You understand? I mean, this pisses me off that, most of nighttime television or political kind of, talk show commentary, haven't you noticed that they're all a bunch of foreigners that are not even goddamn here, for Christ's sake? They're not even born in America. They're not even born in America. This asshole Oliver is from the UK. That fat asshole, what's his name? That fucking idiot, that 12 Midnight, that fat femme. He's from England, for Christ's sake. That one idiot they got on Comedy Central now, what is that stupid Australian? Yeah, Trevor Noah, he's a freaking South African. You know, that one stupid broad on TBS, I forgot what her name is. She's a Canadian. How come only in America can we employ a bunch of foreign pieces of trash to be on our television and literally bash our country and get paid for it? In what other country can I go, and I would be happy to go if somebody's willing to pay me, all right? Yeah, James Corden, that fat femme. Give me a break. If anybody's willing to pay me, I'll be more than happy to go to your country and literally bash your country, your government, your people, your social system, everything, just so I can get paid and do it in your country. And if you can protect me like we protect John Oliver, I'll be more than happy to do it, all right? I'll be more than happy to do it. But you know what? I'm not going to get any calls because this is the only country you can do that in. This is the only country where we have stupid, disgusting foreigners that are taking advantage of our freedom, taking advantage of our capitalist system, and they're getting paid to bash our country, bash our people. And in this case, John Oliver, he's literally caused a traction in the cryptocurrency market. I'm not joking, folks. Just imagine how many liberals, remember, every time he puts out a goddamn YouTube video, it gets like 1 million or 2 million hits. And you know it's all a bunch of libtards, a bunch of leftists, a bunch of goddamn hipsters. I mean, that's the only thing that watches that dry-witted crap. You know that once they heard John Oliver say, oh, you know what, cryptocurrency is a scam, you're not investing, you're gambling, I mean. How many hipsters, how many leftists, how many liberals heard that and said, well, I better take out my crypto. He's got a point. It may be a scam. I better take it out. I better cash out. I better go put it in something else. Maybe I should buy another Subaru. I have no idea. I mean, give me a break, man. I mean, that's why we're seeing this contraction. I mean, I'm not joking, man. I mean, just imagine how many people who are in the tech field, who understand cryptocurrency, that are on the left, actually took their cues from this idiot. Because that's what leftists do. They listen to a bunch of talking heads. They have no goddamn common sense. They have no individual thought, independent thought. They're idiots. They're told what to do, they do it. Anyway, with that being said, folks, that is the contributing factor on why we're continuing to see this damn cryptocurrency contraction. And you can thank John Oliver for that. This piece of garbage, man, it sickens me that these foreigners are so protected and they can talk so much trash about our country, man. I could not do that, folks. I couldn't go to England and start talking trash. As a matter of fact, you can't even be of the right-wing perspective without them detaining you now at the airport. Have you heard about these right-wing celebs, these e-celebs, which I'm no fan of, believe me, but still, they're being detained. Laura Southern was detained. Who the hell? There's a couple other people detained out there just for entering in the country. And here we have John Oliver, some limey freaking snaggletooth bastard, can sit here and not only come into our country, but talk garbage about our country, bash our people, and get paid for it, for Christ's sake? Wake up! You idiots that listen to this idiot! You're anti-American trash! Why don't you get out of here? Why don't you go to the UK, for Christ's sake? Get out! If you all hate this country so much, then get the hell out! Get out of my country! Get out! And take these stupid talking head foreigners with you! Anyway, with that being said, folks, we were obviously starting to bounce back this weekend, and we contracted right after this limey put out this stupid, dumb diatribe on cryptocurrency. So with that being said, the current market capitalization, folks, is $373 billion market capitalization. Now, I'm not giving anybody false hope. I did see it as low as about 365 today, so hopefully this means we're starting to bounce back. Because whenever anybody sees any kind of a pullback like this, even though everybody's going out, you've got investors saying, ding, it's time for me to go in. Cheap prices, everything's on sale. So, in my suggestion, if you have any liquidity, right now is the time. Every goddamn thing is on sale. Everything is on sale. But if you were expecting profits here after the weekend, you could thank Jamie Oliver for it. And let me tell you, that's another son of a bitch I wouldn't mind, giving him a nice freaking kick to the balls if he even has them. I mean, I'd like a ball check. He probably sits when he pees. He probably has. Never mind. Anyway, let's get to Bitcoin. All right, BTC. Current market cap for BTC is $155 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 16.9 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 4.29%, closing out Bitcoin at $9,215.41 per Bitcoin. Everything is in the red, folks. I'm only going to go through the main coins, and then I'm going to move on to the markets, because I know that people are wondering, wait a minute, what's going on with the markets? And I'll explain that here in a few. We're running low on time as well, folks. So let's get to Ethereum. ETH, current market capitalization is $68 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 98 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone down 3.80%. Current price for Ethereum, $698.04. Let's go ahead and get to Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH. Current market capitalization is $17 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 17 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone down 7.35%, closing out Bitcoin Cash at $1,055.66 per Bitcoin Cash. Let's get to Litecoin, symbol LTC. Current market capitalization is $9 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 55 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone down 5.51%. Current price for Litecoin, $179.01 per Litecoin. Let's get to Monero, symbol XMR. Current market cap for Monero is $4.1 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 15.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Monero has gone down 8.29%. Current price for Monero, $259.25 per Monero. Let's get to Dash, D-A-S-H. Man, Dash is on sale, it's on sale, it's on sale. Current market cap is 3.9 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 7.9 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Dash has gone down 6.47%. Current price for Dash, D-A-S-H, $498.87 per Dash. And I'm gonna close out with Quantum here, because man, we're almost running out of time, for Christ's sake. Quantum is on major sale right now. Airdrops galore for this one this year. So just FYI, QTUM is the symbol. Current market cap is $1.3 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 73 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has slid with the rest of them 6.62%. Current price for QTUM at a very, very cheap $18.43 per QTUM. And we're going to go ahead and leave it at that, because I want to get through these damn markets, and then I want to get through the crux of the show, because we've got a lot of things to talk about on this Monday. Let's go ahead and talk stocks, shall we, folks? Now, people are wondering, hey, this is supposed to be a bullish market. We see all kinds of positive news going on. Why are we seeing a contraction today? We're seeing a contraction today, folks, is because we got inflation fears. And on top of inflation fears, tomorrow we are going to be having another bond sale. The United States Treasury will sell $21 billion in 10-year notes, $13 billion in 30-year bonds, and $28 billion of 3-year notes. This is the most bonds on sale since 2014, and the market is anticipating a lack of enthusiasm when it comes to the investment community wanting to invest in any of these treasuries or bonds, okay? So as I stated the last time we saw contraction in the stock market, because we're not going to have too many buyers of this tremendous amount of bonds. That's a lot of money that we're having to sell off here, right? $21 billion in 10-year notes, $13 billion in 30-year bonds, $28 billion in 3-year notes. That's a lot of money. And because there's not going to be anybody, or there'll be people, but there's not going to be as many people that we want so we can make a full sale of these treasuries. So what the Treasury Department is going to have to do, they're going to have to raise interest on these yields of these bonds and notes. And by doing that, that kind of hurts, because that means we're going to be paying more interest as opposed to the principal. So with that being said, that's what everyone was reacting to today in the stock market, all right? Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, please follow me on the last bastion of freedom of speech in social media today. And I'm talking about Gab, folks. All right, I'm talking about Gab. All right? Now, for you folks that are unaware of Gab, it is a freedom of speech social media platform, and I encourage everybody who's listening to me to get a goddamn account there. It's free, and you can type in your browser and get there by typing in gab.ai, and you can follow me on there. Follow me under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And, of course, one more time, I want to say what's going on to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. If you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, folks, go to my Gab right now. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. And hit that subscribe button for premium content. And once you do, hit me up with a Gab private message. You can private message me on Gab once you do it and let me know your Discord chat name. And I will give you an exclusive invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And by the way, I will be in here tonight. I will be in the voice chat room tonight, kicking back, probably be drinking, doing some internet tomfoolery, whatever. We're going to be doing some fun stuff, and I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. So if you want to join the True Capitalist Radio chat room, it's as simple as going to my Gab right now, hitting the subscribe button for premium content, and then messaging me on Gab, private message, your Discord name, and I will send you a Discord invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. With that being said, let's continue on with stocks, folks. Hopefully you'll understand that that's a lot of bonds, it's a lot of treasury notes being sold, and there's not going to be that many people that want to purchase them, and that's really what's causing the downturn in the market at this point in time, and a little bit of inflation fears. But I think the inflation fears may be overstated. We got a tight job market at this point in time. People are making money. You got investments in America. You've got growth beyond belief. So I think the inflation fears is a little bit overstated. But I definitely am concerned about the increased interest yields that the U.S. Treasury is going to have to be putting on these notes that they're going to be selling tomorrow. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the Dow Jones Industrial. It is down today 157.13 points, a percentage decrease of 0.62%, closing out the Dow at 25,178.61 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. The S&P is also down slightly, 3.55%. 3.55 points, a percentage decrease of 0.13%. My apologies. Closing out the S&P at 2,783.02 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. It's up miraculously, and that's because we have a lot of positivity kind of a little bit on the range of the 90s tech bubble-ish when it comes to the tech aspect of the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 27.51 points, a percentage increase of 0.36%, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,588.32 points for the NASDAQ composite. Let's go ahead and get to some commodities, and let's run down through these here. And once again, what did I tell you about your gas bill? It's going to go up and up and up. All right, let's get to energy. Even though everything's going up, we're starting to see a slight decline. And I think that slight decline has everything to do with what I suggested in the beginning of this particular rant on stocks and so forth. Let's go ahead and get to energy. WTI sweet crude is down 7 cents today, a percentage decrease of 0.11%, closing out WTI at $61.29 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down 4 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.06%, closing out Brent crude at $64.91 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline down slightly, 0.13%. Natural gas is up 0.36%. And heating oil is up, it's down. Heating oil is down, my apologies, 0.07%. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Now, because we have a little bit of a downturn in equities, we should see at least a little bit of a pop-up in metals, and that's exactly what we're witnessing here today. Gold is up $4.20, a percentage increase of 0.32%, closing out gold at $1,325 per troy ounce of gold. Let's go ahead and get to silver here. Silver is up 4 cents, a percentage increase of 0.24%, closing out silver at $16.58 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper up today, 0.06%. We've got platinum up 0.13%. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, shall we? We got corn. Let's get to the grains. Corn is down 0.06%. We've got wheat up 0.20%. We've got oats up 0.38%. Rough rice is down 0.20%. Soybean is up 0.19%. Soybean oil is down 0.03%. And canola is up 0.12%. Let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa continues to go up the roof. Once again, cocoa is the base for chocolate. It is up today, 3.29% increase on the day. Let's go ahead and get to coffee.
Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude.
Shut up, you hipster fruit. Anyway, coffee is down 0.58%. Sugar is up 0.70%. Orange juice is down 1.10%. Cotton is down 1.4%. Or Jesus Christ, 1.47%. Good God! Tongue twisted, for Christ's sake. Good God, I need a drink. That's what I need. I need a drink. I'm going to drink after the markets, all right? I have to do it. I'm sorry. I have to do it. Anyway, lumber is up 0.62%. We've got rubber up 0.16%. Ethanol is up 0.13%. Let's get to livestock, shall we? Live cattle is down 0.90%. Cattle feeder is down 0.40%. And lean hog, folks. And before I get to lean hog price, I want to remind everybody, if you ever see anyone in any shopping center, in any shopping mall, in any grocery store, these fat jelly-ass bastards rolling around in a hover round, all you got to do, you don't have to confront them, you don't have to say anything, just walk by them and say, "Hambo." As simple as that. They'll get the hit. They'll get the hit. Hambo. They'll get the goddamn hit, for Christ's sake. Good God. Anyway, lean hogs, folks, is down 0.80%. And that, my friends, is the market for your ass. And hey, look, hey, you assholes in the chat room, shut up! Stop giving me they're giving me freaking WebMD snapshots of what alcoholism is. What is this? All right, I'll read it. Alcoholism, all right? Usually self-diagnosable. Symptoms include repeated alcohol consumption despite related legal and health issues. Those with alcoholism may begin each day with a drink, which I don't do, feel guilty about their drinking, I don't feel guilty about my drinking, and have a desire to cut down on the amount of drinking. Well, I do have a desire to cut down, but, you know, who's looking? People may experience, throughout their whole body, they may experience blackout, dizziness, shakiness, craving, or sweating. Just shut up. I know what y'all are thinking. I know what y'all are thinking right now. Shut up! Behavioral experiences. Aggression, agitation, compulsive behavior, self-destructive behavior, or lack of restraint. Shut up! That's not me! Shut up! Moods I may experience, or excuse me, alcohol. Shut up! God! You won't shut up! I'm not a goddamn alcoholic! Just shut up! Just shut up! Good God, just shut up, all of you, look at, they're laughing! They're laughing in the chat room! Fuck it! You piece of crap! Damn it! I'm not an alcoholic, man! I'm not an alcoholic, I'm a connoisseur, for Christ's sake! I'm a connoisseur. Give me the mic. I'm a connoisseur, you piece of crap. Anyway, look, I'm sorry. These people in the chat room are sitting over here. Hey, look at this, Ghost. Look, this is alcoholism. Look at this. You're an alcoholic. Shut up! I'm not an alcoholic, all right? I don't get up and drink. I don't get up and drink. All right, I wait till I get after about 6:30 or something at night when I drink, all right, boy? What are you talking about? I'm a connoisseur, boy. If I was some kind of a goddamn alcoholic, I'd be drinking rot gut garbage. I drink nothing but the best, boy. I drink nothing but the best, and I guarantee you, if I couldn't buy the best, I would not be drinking! So with that being said, since I got these assholes in the damn chat room talking garbage, flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboards talking garbage about me, before I get to the goddamn chat room shout-outs and Gab shout-outs, I might as well go ahead and continue. Hey, all of you on Gab, shut up! Shut up on Gab with your stupid alcoholic memes and your stupid drinking memes. Shut up! Nobody asked you, idiots. Nobody asked you. Shut up, Gab. Before we get on with all this garbage, I think it's about that time. I think it's about that time for more beer, for Christ's sake. More beer. Jesus Christ. Goddamn right. You're goddamn right, for Christ's sake, man. Give me a goddamn bottle opener, for Christ's sake. We got bottles, man. We got bottles of it. We're popping bottles. We're popping bottles out here, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you, I'm drinking some of these German beers while we still can before these Euro cucks out there in the European Union decide that they're going to throw some tariff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give me a break. So with that being said, now that I've got some beer poured here, let me let that freaking foam go down. And I guess it's that time for chat room shout-outs at this point in time, all right? It's chat room shout-outs. And before we get to chat room shout-outs, folks, I would like everybody in the chat room, and I hate doing this. I hate doing this because everybody in here just thinks that this is an open season time for you to act like a goddamn tard. And I really don't appreciate it. So, with that being said, hey, all the people that are in the chat room, let's get on voice chat and let the world hear everybody who's on voice chat right here now. Hey, engineer, throw them on the microphone and let everybody in the damn chat room say something. and look, I promise you, I mean, there are some intelligent people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. These are not all tards, all right? I can assure you, they're not all tards. I know it sounds like a goddamn a whole cluster F of autism. It's not, all right? And if you want to join, once again, the True Capitalist Radio official chat room, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost. Go to my Gab and hit the subscribe button for premium content. And once you do, give me a private message and let me know your Discord name so we can hook you up in here, baby, all right? Anyway, let's go ahead, I guess, and get to some freaking chat room shout-outs. Do we have any chat room shout-outs, engineer? All right, well, engineer, I hope everything's okay with you. Let's go ahead and get to some chat room shout-outs right now. What's up to Didn't Do Nothing? What's up to, well, I'm not saying these names. What else to, 11 roasted kebab in Iran, LOL. What the hell does that mean? Crypto in current year. We got BN King, Cash Money, a bunch of tards. Really, that's your name, you idiot? Alamo demo expert. Don't even kid around about that, you piece of garbage. Alamo lost because Texas weak. Don't son of a... Don't you go there! Don't you even go there! God damn it, you sons of bitches! Don't you even dare talk about the Texas martyrs! I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you morons! Don't freaking talk about the Texas martyrs! Just because your state was freaking founded by Lewis and Clark or some crap, alright? Don't talk about the Texas martyrs! Give me the mic! Don't you goddamn dare! Don't you dare! We've got Albin's house for special delivery. I know what you mean by that, you idiot. Shut up! We got Andrew in the house. Austin, Texas postal delivery. Look, idiot, it's too soon! It's too soon for that crap, you macabre asshole! It's too soon! And look, there's another one! Austin was a blast! God damn it! Look, you sons of bitches, I'll end the broadcast and you're gonna be doing this crap! That's too soon, you macabre assholes! Too soon! Give me the mic! It's too soon, assholes! We got the Stillin just bought 50 Quantum. It's a good investment, for Christ's sake. Who else we got here? Boston bombing was a false flag. Oh, yeah, shut up, you moron. Just shut up. We got Beer Force in the house. Billy Cossack. Celestia is no, you stupid brony bastard. It's Alexa's birthday. It's your birthday? Happy birthday to you. We've got Chris Hyde. I already called you Chris Hyde. We got Cuck Coward Crockett. Cuck Coward Crockett. Look, anyone else talks about the Texas martyrs, I'm ending chat room shoutouts. You idiots in the chat room of all people should know better than that. You should know better than that. You sacks of crap should know better than that, you piece of garbage. Why? Why do you all do this? I mean, you're all purposely trying to piss me off so I can end this broadcast? Because I will, you piece of garbage. I'll end it. Don't test me. Don't you dare test me. Give me the mic. Don't you dare. Don't you goddamn dare. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? We've got Diabetic Fetus Blue Waffle. What the hell is that? Diamond and Silk? That ain't the real Diamond and Silk, you liar. Do you even shift? What's going on? Dr. P. Nesticle? What the hell does that mean, for Christ's sake, man? East River Helicopter Tour. Like, shut up! We've got I'm an Alki. Are you calling me an alcoholic, you stupid idiot? Shut up, man. Just shut up. What's up, Father Poop Tickler? FedEx will find you, Ghost, whatever the hell that means. Fork Me, Texas. We got freshly roasted turkeys in Iran. Oh, man, come on! Funky Butt Lovin'. Gook Nukem, whatever the hell. There's Hickok. There's Jane Walker, Texas Ranger. Real funny, you idiot. Just got Amazon Prime in Austin. I've never spent 1 cent of my money at Amazon, all right? I have no account at Amazon. Jesus Christ. Package for Ghost, asshole! Look, shut up about that crap. Jesus Christ. Please ban all Shideo games. What the hell does that mean? Soggy Taters in the house. Stagio. Stormy Daniels. Get that stupid idiot in the woodshed. Stormy Daniels. Put that asshole in the woodshed, for Christ's sake. There's Tub Guy. Your package is ready for pickup. All right, that's enough. That's enough of these stupid... You know what? I'm tired of you chat idiots thinking that this is a big goddamn joke. Put everybody in chat room martial law right now. Implement chat room martial law on these sacks of crap. Freaking milky liquors, man. Anyway, now that was a bad experience, let me get some freaking beer, for Christ's sake, so I can get ready for Gab shoutouts. Oh, wow. Gab shoutouts. I'm so freaking excited. Anyway, for you folks that want a Gab shoutout, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and like the post that states, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. All you have to do is like the post that states, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. And when you like that post, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Do we have any Gab shout-outs, engineer? All right. Well, without any further ado, before we get to Gab shout-outs, I'm going to drink my beer first, you ass clowns, all right? I'm drinking my beers first because I know what you idiots are about to damn do. So with that being said, I want to say cheers to the inner circle. I want to say cheers to the capitalist army, and I was going to cheer the True Capitalist Radio chat room until they acted like a bunch of autistic, anal-loving, meat-gazing, bitch-tit-sporting, butt-dart-playing, pecker-shaft fetish-having pricks. All right? Once they started doing that, screw them. Screw them for a cheers, all right? Anyway, I want to say cheers to the man himself, obviously, the man that is inspiring me to continue to do this broadcast, the man that inspired me to come back and do the broadcast, and I'm talking about the greatest president in American history, the modern-day George Washington. I'm talking about the man that saved America. I'm talking about President Donald Trump. Cheers, baby, cheers. Good stuff, baby. Good stuff. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got here? We've got Kaboom Goes the Alamo. You shut up! Shut up! God damn it, you son of a bitch! God damn it, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, piece of crap! Don't! And I'm not gonna say this again! Don't make fun of the Texas martyrs, or I'm out of here! I'm out of here! I will cancel this show if you keep this crap up! Don't talk about the Texas martyrs, boy! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Give me the mic! Don't you goddamn dare talk about the Texas murders. Don't you dare. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? Oh, my God, you macabre bastards, man. Austin is booming, you asshole. Shut up! Shut up with that crap! InfoWars blowing up 6th Street? God damn it, it's too soon! It's too damn soon, you idiot! God damn it, man! It's too goddamn soon! How many guys are you to tell you idiots that, for Christ's sake? Good God! Give me the goddamn mic. Hey, assholes, I'm not joking around, man. If you all think that I won't end this damn broadcast, believe me, I will. You understand me? I will. I will, man. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. Davy Tard Crockett, what did I tell you, pieces of crap? Stop it, and stop it now. What is this, Austin first, San Antonio next? Look, man, I'm not joking, man. Listen, I'm not kidding around. I'm gonna give you assholes one last warning. You understand that? You butt cheese loving, elongated foreskin having, bad period smelling, pause hole sniffing pieces of crap. Do you understand me? I'm gonna give you assholes one last chance. And if we're going to continue to go down this direction, I'm getting the hell out. You understand? Do you understand me? Jesus! We got Supa in the house. We're going on Supa. We got comfy.zone, whatever the hell that means. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake, man? All right, enough of these stupid, dumb names, for heaven's sake. I'm not saying those names. Explosive Marty cakes? What the hell does that mean? Explosive deals with free shipping, you idiot? Shut up! They're Scarlet Moon. We got Yellow Whores for 42 coins. Shut up! Shut up, man. I'm telling you, you guys are sick. You know that? You guys are sick. The Yellow Bomber of Texas, asshole. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Shut the hell up, man, all right? TCR equals Chinese knockoff of InfoWars. You son of a... You son of a bitch! Fuck you! Yeah, look, that's enough! That's enough of that! I already told InfoWars, you want to take me to war? I'll take you to war! Huh? War! Bring it on! War! Bring it on, InfoWars! You want a war? I'll take you to war! Give me the mic! War! And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. We got somebody named Filter Skelter. Oh, are you trying to make a little bit of a pun on my filters? My filters! Stupid idiot. I'm not joking around about that. That asshole Alex Jones been ripping me off for too goddamn long. For too goddamn long. And I think everybody needs to acknowledge this. Everybody needs to understand this. And I'm telling you, man, I heard what you said, Alex Jones, on the last broadcast. You want a war? I'll take you to war! Piece of crap. Anyway, I'm going to freaking just take a couple of more goddamn gab shout-out names, and I'm moving on. I'm moving on. else do we have here? I've already said that stupid name. Alex Jones declares war on terrorist ghost. Terrorist ghost? Shut up, you idiot! Don't even kid around about that! Daddy and the other daddy? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Only squares join the circle? Shut up! Don't talk about the inner circle! You want that shit? That's it! That's it! That's it! Don't you talk about the inner circle. No more goddamn shout-outs, you sack of crap. Nobody talks about the inner circle. You people are just haters. That's what you are. You people are just hating. Because you're not a part of the inner circle. You're just hating, you sack of crap. Give me my goddamn microphone. You assholes are just hating. And you know what? That's it for Gab shoutouts. That's it for chatroom shoutouts. That's it for shoutouts. I'm moving on with the broadcast. I'm not letting you idiots ruin my day. I've already had a bad Monday, all right? I've already had a bad case of the Mondays. The last thing I'm going to need is you idiots thinking that you're going to piss me off. You're not going to piss me off, for Christ's sake, man.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Good God. I'm moving on with the broadcast, but I'm telling you, people keep gabbing me this garbage. Look at this. Some asshole just gabbed me a freaking Obama with my avatar on it. Look at my goddamn gab, man! Stop putting my goddamn avatar on politicians I hate, all right? It pisses me off. I'm moving on. I'm talking about President Trump, all right? That's what I'm going to talk about from now on. I don't need any more of BS from you troll terrorists and cyber vermin out there, all right? I don't need any more of this garbage. You piggish, power-bottom, fruit bowl-looking, anal secretion-having, dog fartish fetish-having, sphincter-fingering, cuckold connoisseur piece of crap. Jesus Christ. I'm out of beer, for Christ's sake. More beer! Gotta get some more goddamn beer, for Christ's sake. And you see, you guys are making me chug beer like I'm freaking Stone Cold Steve Austin or something because you people are pissing me off. I'm guzzling down beer like some cheese whiz guzzling redneck because of you people. Good God. All right, look, I'm going to calm down, folks. My apologies if it sounds like I'm getting a little bit too wound up, but by God, you all are listening to this. This is it. I'm going to talk about President Trump, all right? That always puts me in a better mood, boy. I'm going to talk about my president, President Trump. And what we're going to talk about, folks, first and foremost, is that President Trump, as I was alluding to in the beginning of the broadcast, actions speak louder than words. And that's why each and every one of you people that are on the Trump train that look cross-eyed every time Trump says something, you need to look at his actions, boy. You need to look at the policies that he signed into law. And they're all pro-America. They're all in favor of this country. And by God, this abandoning the age limit on weapons from people under the age of 21 and all this other hoopla that people were suggesting to make into federal law, it's just been all flushed down the toilet. It was all words. It was all talk. You understand? I mean, that's what Trump does. He gives two sides of the extreme and then negotiates on which side has the dominant parties on. You understand? You know what I mean? This guy's just pure art of the deal. And what did he enact, folks? He's just calling for more armed teachers, administrators, people that are properly trained to be armed within the general vicinity of the school, so that just in case we have another one of these lunatic school shootings, there will be somebody armed that can at least take a pop shot at this idiot before he decides to kill multiple or massive amounts of people. And I think that's a very easy, simple solution without getting the school looking like prisons. Because I want to be honest with you folks, the public education system and how it's run right now, it's ran like a prison. I mean, if you take a look at prison and public education schools, there's no different. And I've said this time and time again. If you go to a cafeteria during lunchtime, if you go to any school, blacks are sitting with blacks, Mexicans and Latinos are sitting with Mexicans and Latinos, freaks are sitting with freaks, all right? I mean, gangsters are sitting with gangsters. I mean, do you understand? I mean, this is literally how prison works. I mean, prison divides people into these groups and pits them all together, etc. I mean, they create a whole new social environment in which that social environment becomes the child's life. That's why many people that are children nowadays feel that there is no end to whatever social environment they're thrown in a public education arena. And you mix that with psychotropic drugs, that's why you're seeing a massive amount of teen suicides today. Because they think that by giving them a pill, it's going to solve the social corruption that's happening in public education today. And that's why students don't have an equal opportunity for education, because the basis of most education, at least public education systems, is the sociality of the entire system itself, on how you as a student are going to conduct yourself amongst the sociality that's encapsulated amongst that campus. And that means that you got to choose on whether or not you're going to become a freak, you're going to become a jock, you're going to become a nerd, you're going to become this, you become that. You can't be your own individual person in public education, because if you are your own individual person, they'll try to kick you out of school, or they'll try to put you in an alternative school. Do you understand? Because you're trying to be independent. You're trying to be outside the collective ideology that encompasses a public education system. And with that being said, it's already prison. Because what do they do when they take you out of school? What are teachers really trying to do to you in school? They're not trying to teach you anything. You're not learning anything in school. All you have to do is listen to these stupid little brats that are trying to tout gun control from Stoneman Douglas High School, and just take a look at their sputtering out in sentence fragments on how they can't articulate their grievances, how they're stumbling over their own tongues. They're completely ignorant, and they have no personality, and you can literally hear them thinking now. You can hear students and people who, or I should say kids who attend public education, you can hear them thinking. They talk to you as if they're asking you a question. Have you ever heard these kids?
Yeah, so, like, the other day, I was walking down the street, and I was just saw this person, and
I mean, they're talking to you like they're asking you nothing but questions. They're not even sure about their own thoughts. They're not even sure about what they're articulating. That's how ignorant our students are. And you mean to tell me that public education is going to teach our children anything? They're not teaching our children how to balance a checkbook. They're not teaching our children how to be responsible, and that you have to wake up and go to work every day, and that working is the foundation of a civilized society, of a productive life. They're not teaching you how to do your taxes. They're not teaching you the difference between wages and salaries. They're not teaching you anything capitalist related that can help you, aid you, progress you as an individual. No, you know what public education is doing to you kids? They're turning you into subjects of the state. And as a matter of fact, why do they even call a school a school? Okay, anybody ever ask you this? Anybody ask themselves that? You know what they refer to a school of? They refer to schools of fish. And have you ever seen a big school of fish? They all do the same thing. They all move the same way. They all act the same way. They all react the same way. They move in the same lines. Do you understand? They're trying to turn all you kids into uniform fish that either oblige a certain system or is a part of a certain system that you are going to oblige in every capacity of your life. I mean, let's just be honest. What happens when you go to public education and you're in high school? What happens? All this public education system is trying to do is teach you how to be a part of other systems. And when you're a part of another system, you're a part of a government institution. You're a part of a government-funded institution. So when you're in public education, that's why they don't teach you any capitalism. They teach you how to be dependent. They teach you how to be just enough. And that's it. And just enough to communicate, just enough to spell, just enough to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, just enough. So that when you are a part of regular society, you graduate to another system. Like, for instance, if you're a teenage pregnancy person, you are a part of the child support system. If you get arrested when you're a teenager, you're a part of the juvenile detention system. If you get probation after you're in juvenile detention, you're a part of the probation system. If you get out of school and you're an idiot and you don't know how to fend for yourself, you're a part of the welfare system. You're a part of the food stamp system. You know, if you've got multiple children from multiple different fathers, you're a part of the child support system. Do you understand that that's all public education is? Public education is to do nothing but to take you kids and to move you from system to system so that the bureaucrats that are in charge of these systems, that work for these systems, they're the ones with the job security for 30 or 40 years. They're the ones with the exclusive benefits that rarely anyone in the private sector gets. They're the ones that have unlimited employment and can be incompetent in that employment without being responsible whatsoever. This is what drives communists and socialists. You understand? Because it's easy having a stupid bureaucratic job for 30 years pushing papers in a system. In a system. And that's why I'm telling you, in school, they're not teaching you to be anything. As a matter of fact, they're teaching you to be nothing at all. That's what they're doing in public education. They're teaching you to be nothing at all. So that's why we can't add more cops. We can't add all these ridiculous security measures into these public education systems. First of all, the cost will be too much. Secondly, it's going to be a blatant prison at this point in time. That's what school's going to run into. It's going to turn into a blatant prison. And why is it resorted to that, folks? Because, let's be honest, the parents didn't parent right. The educators didn't educate right. And because those two idiots didn't do their jobs, they dumped them off on a psychologist. And what has the psychologist done? Oh, let's just put a pill in this moron so that they can be docile and be, oh, look, a cartoon, yay! Oh, look, a video game, yay! So that the parents don't have to deal with them and the school doesn't have to deal with them. It's as simple as that, folks. So I'm glad the president, going back to the president, abandoning this age limit on weapons, abandoning any kind of true gun control or anything of that capacity, all right? I'm glad the president is suggesting that all we're going to do is we're going to put armed teachers, all right? We're going to put armed teachers in the or in the school, armed administrators, whatever it takes, because we need somebody to combat any of these nutcases that decide that they're going to go and they're going to decide to mass shoot a school. And to be honest with you, why are they mass shooting schools? I mean, half of it is the parties that I had just suggested to you about 2 minutes ago. Parents, public educators, psychologists. They're the ones to blame. They're the ones that created this problem. And that's why we're in this current predicament that we're in. Now, once again, it's about the president's actions. He didn't curb the Second Amendment. As a matter of fact, he's triggering all leftists for his lack of legislation or his push of legislation for gun control. So, I mean, actions speak louder than words, assholes, all right? So whenever the president says something, calm your ass down and realize that it could be something completely different that he actually does. All right, morons? Anyway, I also want to talk a little bit about the president's speech that happened this past Saturday night, man. What a speech. He was speaking in Pennsylvania while attempting to stump for Rick Saccone, who is running for office out there. And once again, this is the race that's first to prelude what's going to happen in the 2018 elections, because this is a special election that's happening here. And that's why you have the Democrats throwing all kinds of money in Pennsylvania, hoping that that will give them a momentum in an attempt to try to take control of the House in 2018. And this is something we cannot allow to happen. Now, if you did not see the president's speech in Pennsylvania, I strongly advise you to listen to it. It definitely encompasses the spirit of 2016, baby. All right? It encompasses the spirit of 2016, which is what we need again here in 2018, folks. And I'm glad that President Trump is going out there trying to rally the base and say, look, we cannot elect people that are going to be obstructionists to the Make America Great Again policies. And that's all we've gotten in the first year of the president's tenure. I mean, we've got nothing but obstinance from the Democrats, and we've gotten obstructionists on the Republican side as well. And if you want my personal opinion, I think it's just sour grapes on Jeff Flake and John McCain's part, and same with Lindsey Graham. I mean, why don't we stick to principle? But you see, these assholes can't do that. That's why we need to unelect assholes like this. We elected Donald Trump because we wanted what he had suggested in 2016 to become law. And he's already two-thirds through with it. He's already two-thirds way through with what he had promised in 2016. Now, the reason I'm suggesting everybody should hear this speech that he delivered in Pennsylvania is not just because he was stumping for Saccone, Rick Saccone out there, but what he was saying. He was calling out everybody. Are you kidding me? I mean, he was calling out the European Union. He was calling out people in the media, specific media, that sleepy-eyed son of a bitch, Chuck Todd. Woo! I'm telling you, man, I mean, you can rekindle that spirit of 2016 if you watch this speech, baby. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Classic Trump. This is what Trump needs to do more of. He needs to go out, and he needs to stump, and he needs to just go off cuff, no teleprompters, talking directly to the people, because we can feel he's genuine, man. You can tell he's genuine when he talks in this capacity, and it's because it's him. It's like that Lewandowski book that's come out. Let Trump be Trump, baby. Let Trump be Trump. And that's exactly what he was in this Pennsylvania speech. And look, folks, I'm telling you, we need to conjure up the meme wars once again. We need that spirit of 2016 conjured up again here for 2018. We need memes. And as I stated at the beginning of the broadcast, if you are on the internet, you can make history. You can help shape the narrative. All you've got to do is make sure that you utilize your time on the internet appropriately. You make sure to promote the articles that expose the lies that are being propagated by the left. Promote articles that expose the truth, that expose the contradictions of the Democrats. Create memes. Do whatever it takes in whatever your creative capacity is. We need each and every one of you once again. It's time to play some political games, baby. Remember those political games we played in 2016? It's time to do it again, because we cannot, folks, have the Democrats take control of the House. We cannot elect Republicans that are against Donald Trump. We need to elect people that are going to be full throttle with Donald Trump. because we're trying to make America great again, and we could have gotten a lot more legislation passed had we had Republicans all voting on the same line and not being a bunch of rhinos and not being a bunch of personally vindictive assholes. And that's why we need this election. 2018 is important. That's why each and every one of you that are listening to my voice, you can do something, man. Get every goddamn social media account you can and make sure you exercise your politics all over those sons of bitches. Memes, articles, help promote this show, other shows, people that are exposing the truth. The truth! We need you all, folks. I'm not kidding around. If you were a part of the Trump train back in 2016, it's time for you to be a part of it in 2018. We need to make sure that each candidate that's elected across the country, we need to make sure that they are down with Donald Trump and whatever policies this man puts forth, because if they're not, we're going to get a lot less passed. That's why we didn't get as much as we should have passed this past year, because of these obstructionists in the Democratic Party and these rhinos in the Republican Party. And that's why 2018 is so important. So I hope that you all are listening. Get a damn blog, for Christ's sake. Get a micro blog. Get a damn video blog. Do whatever it takes, man. We need you! Even if you think that what you are doing is insignificant, it's not. We need you. This is a government made for the people and by the people, and we need to be as vocal as possible. We need to spread our politics everywhere. Because if we don't, folks, people are going to start to believe that, oh, it's the left. They're all the ones always out there protesting. They're the ones out there causing a ruckus. I guess everybody's turning left. I guess I should turn left because monkey see, monkey do. That's how come we have one cycle we have Democrats, the next cycle we have Republicans, because it's monkey see, monkey do. I'm not joking. That's how most people vote. And that's why I'm calling on you once again. I cannot underscore how much we need your help in 2018. Even if you think that you're insignificant, man, keep posting those articles. Post memes. Repost, retweet. Do whatever you can. We need you. I guarantee you we need you. Your president needs you. President Trump needs you. We need you, man. Trump train 2018 is not going to let these Democrats take control, and we can't. We've got to expose the Democrats for the anti-American trash that they are. And the proof is in their actions, folks. Take a look at the Democrats' actions. They shut down this government so that illegal immigrants have more importance in this country than you. Do y'all remember we had this last government shutdown? That's why the Democrats shut it down. They shut it down for illegal immigrants. And what does that action say? What does that action say? It says that the Democrats think that people that come into this country illegally are more important than law-abiding American citizens. And that includes our troops. That includes the veterans. Because why else would the Democrats shut down this government for illegal immigrants? Lest we forget, take a look at what's going on in California. We've got a bunch of liberal pieces of trash trying to go rogue against our country because of illegal immigrant criminals. Take a look at what happened in Denver, Colorado yesterday. They had some illegal immigrant in custody who caused a crash, a drunken crash, vehicular manslaughter. The man that he crashed into burnt to death and died in his car while this illegal immigrant went away without a scratch on him. And you know what the Denver goddamn PD did? You know what the Denver authorities did? They let this son of a bitch go last night. They let this illegal immigrant who had just killed somebody in a goddamn drunken accident, he killed somebody a couple of nights ago, had the man burn alive in his car, and they let this son of a bitch go. He's out in the streets right now in America. This is what I keep telling you, folks. This is who the Democrats protect. If you're an illegal immigrant or a criminal, this is the only people that they stand up for. These are the only people that they protest for. These are the only people that they shut down the government for. If you're not an illegal immigrant or a criminal, then the Democrats want nothing to do with you. How much more evidence do you people need before you start realizing that? And I'd like to tell you one other thing. Take a look at the top 20 dangerous cities in America. Take a look at the top 20 dangerous cities in America and take a look what party controls those cities. And you're going to see that all of the dangerous cities in this country are ran by Democrats. Democrat-controlled municipalities, in some cases democratically controlled states. And how much more evidence do you need to realize that these Democrats don't want to see you successful? They don't want to see you prosperous. They don't want to see you independent. They want to see you in squalor. They want to see you dependent on one of the systems that they work for. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. They want you to be a part of as many systems as possible so that they can get the job security for 30 to 40 years. They can get the benefits. They can get the retirement. This is what this is all about, folks. And that's what I'm telling you. We have to make this vocal, amplified across America. We need Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack to understand this. Because what Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack are listening to is the mainstream media. And the mainstream media is portraying the Democrats as the give-a-shit party when they don't give a shit. Excuse my French. The media portrays the Democrats as if they're the party of the poor and the party of the minority and the party of the impoverished and all this nonsense. And the reason they are is because they're subjugating them into poverty for an indefinite amount of time. How much more evidence do you people need to know that if Democrats take control of this country again, we're going to see Barack Obama? Remember? Barack Obama, and I couldn't believe this during his 8-year tenure, I could not believe that he and the Democrats were able to manipulate America so much that they were willing to accept a lower standard of living. Because, folks, I saw the standard of living in the United States go down so fast and to such a pathetic level that I almost thought that we were never going to be able to come back from it. I sincerely thought we were never going to come back from it because we had so many losers out here in America thinking that, man, why do I have to go to work? All I got to do, man, is just sit back. I get my check first of the month, baby. Yeah, I sing a welfare carol. Yeah, it's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. I get that welfare check, baby. I get that food stamp card, baby. I get all that for free, baby. So why am I going to go to work? Obama be giving me my own phone. Obama give me health care. Obama give me food. Obama give me everything. Why do I need to go to work, baby? And that's what Obama put more than half the country into. They were accepting this. Thank God Donald Trump came into the presidency, and thank God he has done everything that I've advocated on this broadcast for 10 years. And if you don't believe me, look back in the archive. Look back in that damn archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right? Every one of my episodes is time-dated and stamped. And everything that I've advocated for the past 10 years, this man has enacted into law. Thank God this president came into power, because I sincerely thought, that's why I went away for 4 years. That's why I had a 4-year hiatus. I thought we were done for. I thought that was it. America has succumbed to socialism, and everybody was going to be a goddamn waste of life. And, you know, everybody was just accepting of this. And then everybody was accepting of the fact that they were just going to collect food stamps and food cards and welfare and all this other garbage. You know what I mean? Give me a freaking break. But I'm glad Donald Trump, when he was running for president in 2016, and when I saw what this man was advocating as a presidential candidate, I could not stay silent. I could not stay silent, and I did everything within my power in an attempt to try to get this man elected. Everything in my power. And I don't want to go back to 2016. We did a lot of damage, boy. We did a lot of damage back then. I mean, we did the chalketing. Do y'all remember when I released the D.C. Madams list? We stopped the Black Panthers from going to the Republican convention in Cleveland armed. That was risky to do. We did Operation Barrel Roll. I mean, folks. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, the conjunction that yours truly had with the WikiLeaks documents. I mean, I can go on and on, folks. We did whatever we could, and I'm telling you, I did it for a reason. I did it because I believed that we could win. I came back because I believed that Trump was going to take it, and I was willing to do anything. I was even willing to go to jail to get Trump elected, because I knew that once this man got elected, that he was going to save the country. And he has. Not only has he saved the country, but he has brought back economic growth, jobs, production to this country. He's brought back a capitalist spirit that I thought was almost done in this country. And I'm telling you, man, I'm glad in 2016, everything that I did, everything the capitalist army did, we did some dangerous stuff. Y'all remember I announced in June of 2016, the summer of digital chaos. And right after I announced the summer of digital chaos, all hell broke loose. And y'all remember, folks, I mean, man, we did so many things. I mean, y'all remember when I outed John Kasich as a homosexual with his former chief of staff as a congressman? He lived with this man for 10 years of his life in Alexandria, Virginia. Y'all remember that? And then I posted the Twitter address of his I think I blatantly believe that he's a homosexual. That's why they don't want to say anything. That's why that gay lover of his put his damn Twitter on private, and he has not left it off private ever since then. And if you tweet that asshole anything about him and Kasich being gay, he'll ignore you. I mean, I can go on and on, man. I mean, we did so much stuff, man. And that's why we have to conjure up these meme wars once again. Anyway, we're now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread this link around like wildfire. Spread this show link around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live, baby, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, the last bastion of freedom of speech on the internet today. And you can follow me on that social media under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And, of course, as I suggested, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, what's going on in the chat room? If you want to be a part of this, I will be in here tonight live, chatting with everybody in here. So if you want to chat with us, you want to do some internet tomfoolery with us, come on down, baby, all right? Come on down, go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content, all right? Hit the subscribe button for premium content, and when you do, all you've got to do is give me a private message on Gab and let me know your Discord chat name, and I will give you an exclusive chat room invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Once again, I will be in there live tonight, boys, so I hope that y'all are in there. With that being said, let's continue on, shall we? I want to go ahead and continue because we are running out of time. Let's talk a little bit about these Austin bombings, these Austin, Texas bombings. Once again, I alluded to at the beginning of the show, two separate bombings, minutes away from one another, happened today. One of the bombings injured a 17-year-old kid. Another one injured a 40-year-old woman, and I believe that 40-year-old woman has deceased. And the only connection that the police have offered, which they are not saying if it's racially motivated, is that all victims happen to be black. Now, they have connected the two bombings today with a bombing that happened on March 2nd within the same vicinity of a man by the name of Anthony Stephen House, age 39, who was a victim of the exact same type of bombing. They leave a box at your front door. It seems as if it's addressed to you, even though the United States Postal Service has no record of this particular package being sent or packages being sent. So someone is hand-delivering these things, FYI, and people are literally getting them, opening them, and then once they open it, it blasts them pretty bad. And as I stated, folks, to make these types of bombs, you have to have at least a little bit of understanding of bomb engineering, because the bomb could literally go off while you're delivering the package if you're not careful. I mean, and the transport of the bomb in the box could jeopardize the bomb maker itself. So this person, whoever this is, knows what they're doing. Now, because there is a correlation with all victims being black, people are jumping to conclusions that this is racially motivated. But as I stated at the beginning of the show, the only person that we know of that's been identified as one of these victims of these bombs, which was the one on March 2nd that's connected to the two separate bombings that we saw today in Austin, the man by the name of Anthony Stephen House. I've done everything I can to try to find this individual. I obviously found his phone number, his address. Really makes no difference. The unfortunate part about it is the man's deceased. But I'd like to know what this man did for a living. Because the pictures that I find of Anthony Stephen House, 39 years old, out of Austin, Texas, this man does not look like he's bumping Dr. Dre in a 6'4" Impala, if you understand what I'm talking about, all right? I mean, this man looks like he's educated. He looks like he's gone to the University of Texas. He's wearing a lot of UT garb in some of these pictures, and UT, you know, is a pretty decent university, depending on where you're going. And look, I'm just basing it on how he looks. What I'm saying is he's not your typical urban demographic that's bumping gangster rap and talking like, you know, he looks like a sophisticated gentleman. Now, with that being said, I can't find out what this guy did for a living, because if we could find out what he did for a living, it could give us insight on why he was targeted. Now, we have yet to hear the identities of the two other victims that happened today, the bombings that happened today, and I think that itself would also help if we knew the victims' names and what they did for a living. I think that we could easily find a connection, because this is not racially motivated, okay? Because if it were racially motivated, in my opinion, don't you think that they would place these bombs in a heavily induced ethnic minority area where there's a lot of ethnic minorities congregated to, you know, get as many victims as possible? These were directed at specific individuals because they were in a box. And whoever was to open that box was going to be the individual that was deceased or maimed or worse. So obviously this is not an act of terrorism in the sense of an act of directed violence utilizing a bomb as a means of destruction. Now, the reason I have nothing but questions here, because they haven't been very forthcoming about what's happened, who these people are, you know, any kind of pertinent information that could give the public some insight that they could do their own investigative work and find what the cops aren't finding. But one thing I do find interesting, and that's why I wanted to know what Anthony Stephen House did for a living at age 39, and if it had anything to do with biology, chemistry, anything to that capacity, anything military research-wise, something to that capacity. And the reason I'm suggesting this, I'm going on a hunch, okay? This is a hunch here. There was a CDC employee about 2 weeks ago who called into work. Actually, he was at work, and he started feeling sick and said, you know what, I'm going to go home early. I don't feel good. So he goes home and never heard from again. They go and check his house. They find everything there, his wallet, his car, everything's there. This guy just up and vanished. And this man was black. So, I'm not suggesting anything. I think we need more information because there's a lack of information happening here. All right? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I think the engineer just got the information. How the hell did you get this, engineer? All right. Well, thanks to the engineer. How the hell do you know how to dox, engineer? All right. Well, I love you too. Anyway, I have got the information right off the hot wire, straight from the engineer. His Twitter, I have found, and I haven't looked at it, so I'm going to look at it right now. His Twitter is Stephen_House. Stephen_House. Let me go ahead and try to look this up on here because this is right off the hot wire. I mean, we got the engineer doing some goddamn investigative work out here. Thanks a lot, engineer. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what we have here for Stephen House. Here we are. Here we are. We have Stephen House, Chief Fund Advisor for House Capital Management, Chief CTA to the HCM Absolute Fund, tweeting commentary related to the global and domestic derivatives market. Interesting. Okay. Well, that pretty much puts a kibosh on my hunch that he may have had something to do with chemistry, biology, or something of that capacity. But as I look through his Twitter, there's a lot of interesting posts that this guy has posted. He's got something on here. His last post on February 27th was a link to a YouTube video on how to make an ammonia generator. Okay? He's got another tweet, why Paris Dinard needs to catch the fade in the worst possible way. I'm assuming that he is, I don't know, making fun of... I'm assuming this guy's a Trump guy. I don't know. And he obviously doesn't like... I don't know, maybe he's anti-Trump. Maybe he's an anti-Trump guy. Anti-Trumper here. He tweets at somebody by the name of the deplorable Khalif Allah. He says, why is this dick sucker Khalif Allah tweeting? How ignorant and uninformed can one man be? Take the wool over your eyes, you can't see. So this guy is definitely a leftist. Okay? He's, retweeted something about how to install Kali Linux 2016. Hacking course, learn the complete Kali Linux. How to build a shed. I'm not joking. I'm trying to look for anything. But no, it seems as if this man was a chief fund advisor for House Capital Management. Let's go ahead and do a search for House Capital Management and see what the hell we can gather out of that. A reason why these people were targeted. I sincerely do not believe that this is some sort of racially motivated terrorism. I refuse to believe that. All right. All right. Here it is. Capital Markets Company Overview of Capital Management House BSC. Excuse me. As of December 31st, 2012, Capital Management House BSC was acquired by Elaf Bank. BSC, Capital Management Houses BSC offers compliant, wait, hold on, am I reading this right? Sharia compliant products? What? Wait a minute, hold on just a second. This guy was the chief advisor of Capital Management House, which offers Sharia-compliant products. The company is based out of Manama, Bahrain. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Okay, this puts a whole other spin on it now, doesn't it? Now this puts a whole other spin on it because this character, Stephen House, the chief fund advisor for House Capital Management offers exclusive Sharia-compliant financial instruments, I'm assuming. And for you guys that want the article for this, here's the Bloomberg capital management profile of Stefan, or what the hell's this guy's name again? Oh, Jesus Christ, I got these freaking production notes here. Anthony Stefan House. And here's something else. A number of products and indexes exist to accommodate Sharia-compliant investing. Saturna, as if it's spelling Saturn with an A at the end, Capital, provides several Sharia-compliant investment funds. Its Amana series, the Amana Growth Fund, seeks long-term capital growth through investments adhering to Islamic principles. All right, that just throws a whole horseshoe into this whole investigation. Why in the hell would this idiot be? I mean, he sounds like he's a jihadist. You know? Oh, everybody wants a link to the Twitter. All right, let me go ahead and put a link to the Twitter. All right, folks, let me go ahead and post this here for the Austin bombings. I gotta type something because I don't want to just put the link. I want people to know that, hey, this is the guy. This is the guy that was a part of the March 2nd explosion in Austin. Let me go ahead and put that down. What the hell is this goddamn guy's name, for Christ's sake? Why do you gotta have like 3 names, man? What kind of black cliche is that? Anthony Stephen House, excuse me, it's P-H-A-N, Stephen House, victim. Sorry, folks, I'm doing 8 things at once. I got the freaking engineer over here doing freaking research. Victim of the March 2nd bombing in Austin, Texas. Hey, isn't this cool that we're all investigating with one another, folks? Isn't this fun? This is live, baby. This is live. I mean, this is what we do, man. I'm not joking around. Remember when the damn the coup in Turkey happened, and we started investigating, and we started realizing, hey, this guy threw it on himself. That's what we do here, baby. Here's the Twitter, all right? Here it is right here, Stephen House's Twitter. Anthony Stephan House. There it is. There's his Twitter. Now, I don't know what to say. This throws a whole new spin on these Austin bombings, man, because now that they're all black, all right, I have no idea, man. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to listen to the engineer here. I can barely read it. Heavily stated he worked for Texas quarries. He had a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. Man claiming to be his brother, Norwell Waywood, is following him and followed him. Brother has set up a GoFundMe about 6 days ago. So this guy, Norwell Waywood, let's go ahead and see if we can find the GoFundMe. I mean, the reason that I'm doing this is because, folks, I want to know what the hell's going on. That's my town over there in Austin, Texas. And these aren't bombs that are made with, like, you put a bunch of gunpowder in a tightly compacted, apparatus with a bunch of pennies or a bunch of screws in it. I mean, I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, these people, and I'd like to know the other suspects, their identities, their names, and whether or not they're connected with house capital management or these jihadi-related or Sharia-related investment funds. I mean, I'd like to know this. This throws a whole new twist on things. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that I suggest this is because maybe, and you know how these jihadis are, they'll kill each other. because most of the people are actually all the victims are black, and if they're connected to this fund to some capacity, I think that that's something that needs to be done. People are telling me that he follows Trump and his cabinet. He also follows Black Lives Matter and every other political news network. Yeah, and I'm looking at it. He's following people like I Hate Crackers and your typical your typical goddamn garbage, man. So yeah, he's definitely a leftist. Targeted for some reason, and because he belongs to a Sharia-compliant fund, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. That's very interesting to say the least. Now, once again, the person's Twitter that I just posted was the victim of the March 2nd bombing in Austin, Texas. That is connected, according to Austin PD and other authorities out there, to the two bombings that happened today. So, very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and look up Texas Quarries, because the engineer said something about Texas Quarries being affiliated with this man. All right, now here's Texas Quarries. What the hell are these idiots doing? Welcome to Texas Quarries. Texas Quarries has provided distinct Texas limestone since 1929, operating 2 quarries and a modern fabricating facility near Austin, Texas, with a customer list that includes clients from New York to California and from Canada to Japan. Texas Quarries is a superlative craftsmanship and a unique limestone and variety. Yeah, okay, we get it. Is there About Us out here or what? They don't have an About Us? Of course they don't, man. I mean, what if I'm a freaking customer? What if I'm a freaking customer? Where's there's the About Us. Where is it? Texas Quarry has provided distinct Texas limestone since 1929, operating 2. You're saying the same garbage that you said on your homepage. Good God, man. Anyway, folks, look, I got to do some more investigating on this. And if you're listening, I would strongly advise you to do it. This has everything to do with these bombings in Austin. I'm starting to believe now that this guy is... Now that I'm starting to believe that this guy is a part of some kind of a freaking jihadi fund, because, I mean, a Sharia-compliant goddamn fund. I mean, give me a break, man. I've never even heard of such a thing. Sharia-compliant hedge fund. Oh, my God. Anyway, folks, look, I'd like to be investigating the whole show here, but I've got to do some other I got to do some other stuff, man. We're almost done with the show. All right, so once again, you guys, you internet sleuths out there, you guys on poll, I got you started. All right, I got you started. Oh, looks like he's had multiple bankruptcies. Thank you very much. Here, let me go ahead and repost this by Liberty Capitalist. He's had multiple bankruptcies, so that makes some sense. So he may have been a little desperate. May have, done something that wasn't in the favor of Sharia. And when you don't do something like what Sharia says, Sharia kills. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Somebody's asking me, do you think it was Muslims killing Muslims or anti-Islamic people versus Muslims? I think it's Muslims versus Muslims. This guy right here was an American-born black dude, okay? This guy was an American-born black dude that all of a sudden miraculously started working for a Sharia-compliant hedge fund that sells Sharia-compliant financial instruments that's out of Bahrain, for heaven's sake. Now, somebody did forward me, and thanks a lot, engineer, once again, a freaking article by Heavy. Heavy just put out this article on the 3rd. They're trying to claim that it is a hate crime, so I'm going to go ahead and read what they have to say here. It says Anthony Stephen House was killed after a package arrived at his home, exploded on March 2nd. 39 lived in Harris Ridge neighborhood in Austin, Texas. A package that arrived at his home in the early morning hours contained a device that exploded when the package was opened. House was rushed to a nearby hospital in critical condition, but pronounced dead an hour later, according to Fox News. Since House's death, there's been 2 more explosions in Austin, both Monday, March 12th. According to authorities, all packages have been hand-delivered to the front doors of the people's homes. Police are also looking at surveillance video in the neighborhoods in hopes of being able to identify the suspect. Now, let's see why they believe it's a hate crime. It says, here's what you need to know. 2 or more explosions in Austin, Texas are connected, according to police, who say it could be hate crimes. Could be. But they are not saying it is. I saw the damn press conference, Heavy, you damn leftist trash. 2, police originally wondered if House had constructed the device himself, but have since ruled that out. Now, why in the hell would they think that he made the device himself? Why in the hell would you think that he made the device himself? Because why? He belongs to a goddamn Sharia-compliant capital management fund. That's why. But they concluded that it wasn't him. 3, now, here where it comes. I'm glad Heavy at least has given some information. He graduated from Texas State University and worked as project manager at Texas Quarries. That's not what he's putting on his goddamn Twitter account. On his Twitter account, he's saying he's chief fund advisor for House Capital. His last tweet was February 27th. Wasn't that long ago. According to his Facebook page, House worked as a senior project manager for Texas Quarries, a company that supplies Texas limestones. Yeah, we already read about that. House has held this position since 2015. According to his LinkedIn page, he has worked on projects for companies including Toyota One North American Headquarters, UT Education and Engineering School, and UT Robert Rowland Hall, whatever the hell that means. Before that, House worked as a senior project manager at ETBC Contractors. The job description reads, lead project manager within Southwest United States region, overseeing large industrial building construction and installations. House worked at that company for 7 years. His previous jobs include, quote, hedge fund manager at House Capital Management from 2003 to 2009. Although he has that on his, he has it now. And his Twitter, it was made on 2009. Something doesn't smell right, man. He is survived by his wife and 8-year-old daughter. His brother, Wayne Wood, told Heavy that House was a proud father of an 8-year-old daughter whom he loved more than life. He also said that House was happily married to a woman who works as an elementary school teacher. House was the president of the Homeowners Association of his neighborhood. Oh! Well, there's another motive right there. He was the president of the Homeowners Association of the neighborhood. Now, aren't these other bombings not too far away from each other? I don't know. There's just you got to look at everything. Remember, the police have more information than we do. We're just trying to put pieces together because the police never tell us jack. And to be honest with you, most of the time it's internet sleuths that provide more information than the cops' investigations, for Christ's sake, man. All right? 5, his funeral was held on March 10th. And yeah, of course he's talking about his brother, and that's about it. Okay, so that's the Heavy article that I found, but still, I'm looking at Stephen House's Twitter. And it says that he is from Chief Fund Advisor for House Capital Management, Chief CTA to the HCM Absolute Fund, whatever the hell that means. And he says that he's tweeting commentary relating to the global and domestic derivatives market. So it sounds to me like he was still working for this Sharia-based hedge fund. And that tells you all. I'd start looking right now, if you want my personal opinion, at Muslims who are trying to eliminate this guy for whatever reason. Okay? Maybe they found out that he wasn't truly Sharia. Maybe they found out that he liked to drink. Maybe they found... I'm not kidding. This is why they kill you, man. And that's why I'd like to know if there's any connections with this same hedge fund or if they went to the same mosque or anything than these 2 other victims, because then it would all make sense why they're all black. Okay? Because I'll be damned if the narrative that the goddamn mainstream media is going to try to put together is that these Austin bombings were a result of some white supremacy, which is, I'm sure, what these goddamn mainstream media assholes would love to do. So anyway, folks, you've heard the news right here now. If y'all are on poll, if y'all are investigating, by all means, go ahead and do so. I got to continue with the broadcast here. But, yeah, this guy was a heavy leftist and an Islamic leftist at that. All right? Now, somebody did post a Nation of Islam mosque that is an African, it could be, I don't know. We got to keep going with the show. I'd love to talk about this the whole show, but I got a bunch of stuff to talk about, man. And look, we're already 30 minutes left. Good God. Good God. Anyway, I definitely wanted to talk about the March 14th walkout that's happening this Wednesday. And look, I want to be honest with you, and I'm not going to take too long on this. This is why we should not take anyone under the age of 21 seriously, ever, okay? You've got a bunch of brat kids coming out that are going to walk out of school thinking that they're edgy, thinking that they're getting some virtue signal platform, thinking that they're getting attention because they want to take away the Second Amendment. They want to take away an amendment from their Bill of Rights when they're too ignorant to even know what the hell the Bill of Rights is. And on top of that, folks, why are we taking kids seriously anyway? Why are we taking any one of these kids serious? This is the same generation that's bringing us the Tide Pod challenge. And for you folks that are unaware, yeah, these kids are all over the internet. You can look it up for yourself. Put Tide, T-I-D-E, Pod, P-O-D challenge. Okay? These people are consuming these little Tide detergent pods. They're eating them. They're smoking them. And this is the youth. This is the same youth that's going to walk out on Wednesday at 10 a.m. This is the same youth that's doing this. The same youth that is, I mean, I could give you all these stupid challenges. I mean, there's a challenge where an idiot is putting his arm on a hot stove coil, searing it like a goddamn medium rare steak. The hot coil challenge. This is really what this is all about. And look, if anyone is around a school, and I challenge anybody, if you have time, if you've got the means to do it, I strongly advise you to do it so you can get on the media. If you see any of these brats walking out, I think you should just start throwing Tide Pods at them and say, yeah, you want us to take you serious, kids? Hey, here you go, some Tide Pods for you. Yay, yay. You're the Tide Pod generation. Yay! And you know what, folks? I gabbed an article today that makes the Tide Pod Challenge look adult in relation to what the hell these kids are doing now to get high. Have y'all ever heard of the choking game, folks? Yeah. The choking game. I mean, I remember when we used to choke our own chickens. Now these kids that are like 9 to 15 years old are choking themselves to death because they want to feel that rush as you relinquish the pressure from your throat and your neck and the blood comes back into your brain. They want to feel that high. They want to feel that rush. I mean, this is the generation that's going to be walking on March 14th for so-called gun control. The same generation that's out here doing the Tide Pod Challenge and the choking game, for Christ's sake, man. Wake up! We should not be taking these stupid brats seriously. And let me tell you, if you have a little brat that gets up and walks out of school and walks out of class and you know about it, you better punish that little leftist snowflake. You better punish that little brat. And I'm not joking. Good God. Anyway, I was going to talk a little bit about the culture wars and capitalism and stuff. I'm going to talk about that Wednesday. I don't have enough time, folks. All right? I don't have enough time. I do want to talk a little bit about how the media is criticizing the president because there's too much, quote, too much diplomacy happening with North Korea now. I mean, first they were bitching at Trump that, no, this is not how you do diplomacy. You don't call his little
his little button. You don't say that about his little button. You don't call him Rocket Man. You're dangerous, Trump. You're using Twitter as foreign policy. You need to use diplomacy. I don't like it, Trump. You're going to get us nuked. You're going to put us in a war, Trump.
Now you've got Kim Jong-un bowing down, saying that he's going to stop and halt his nuclear endeavors so that he can have a sit-down with the United States of America. All right? I mean, he has done what presidents of past could never, ever do. And look, I'm not saying that peace in the Koreas is going to happen at a snap of a finger. I'm not saying that, it's going to be a panacea. But folks, what Trump has done in 1 year as president, he's done what presidents couldn't do since Bill Clinton. And I'm telling you this right now, it makes me sick that we have the mainstream media now that Trump has accomplished what other presidents haven't accomplished. Now they're saying that he's given Kim too much diplomacy now. Huh? Oh, you're giving him too much diplomacy, Trump. It's too much. I mean, it makes no goddamn sense. These goddamn media people make me sick, and that's why none of you should ever listen to these people and take them seriously, all right? The mainstream media at this point is an enemy of the people. And if you don't believe me at this point, take a look at the garbage that they're shoving down our throats. Take a look at the racial politics they're shoving down our throats. Take a look at what they're inducing. Do you remember? It was CNN that induced those Black Lives Matter riots. And where did they riot? Where did Black Lives Matter riot? Their own black neighborhoods. They burned down their own black businesses. I'm telling you, folks, the most racist people in the world are liberals themselves. And I said this on Gab today, and I'm going to say it again. This whole political correctness, this whole identity politics nonsense has done more damage to modern society than actual racism. I'm not kidding around, folks. This whole goddamn racial politics where you've got leftists now trying to call out a minority, a mixed breed like Bruno Mars, okay, claiming that he's culturally appropriating for music. I've never heard of such a thing in my goddamn life. Why don't you go ahead and accuse the Rolling Stones of appropriating? Do you know who their biggest influence was? Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry. They culturally appropriated the guitar sound of Chuck Berry and utilized that for their own music. I mean, hell, why don't we not stop there? Why don't we just continue? I mean, it's stupid, folks. It's ridiculous, and that's why I'm saying, man, I'm tired of this political correct identity politics garbage. We need to be as politically incorrect as possible. That's why every time I conduct this broadcast, I'm as politically incorrect as I possibly can. Because that shows freedom of speech, freedom of expression. That's what that shows. It doesn't show that, I shouldn't say this because I don't know. Anyway, let me move on. We're running out of time. I definitely wanted to talk a little bit about Putin. Putin came out yesterday and claimed that the, quote, Jews were responsible for the 2016 meddling in the U.S. elections. I kid you not, that's what he said. And as I stated in the beginning of the show, this was a dog whistle to all these dumb alt-right white nationalist assholes who put Putin on a pedestal back in 2016. All these Alexander Dugin worshiping pieces of alt-right white nationalist trash, this was a dog whistle for them. I guarantee you, Andrew Anglin, Chris Cantwell, Richard Spencer, their assholes puckered. I'm not joking. Their assholes puckered into a rosebud asshole when they heard Putin say the Jews in relation to the election meddling of 2016. And if you want my personal opinion, if you want to look at alleged Russian collusion and anything, if you want my opinion, you need to look at Richard Spencer and his whore of a Russian wife. That's who you need to look towards. All right, you need to look at David Duke, who, for whatever reason, is such a badass white supremacist until he goes to Russia and shakes hands with a Jewish Alexander Dugin. Then everything's okay, isn't it? Same thing with Richard Spencer. So that's why I'm saying, folks, if you want to talk about any kind of Russian collusion going on, I think federal authorities need to look there. All right? Because you can't get any more. And look, I'm going to be honest with you, too. That's why I'm not a big fan of Alex Jones. Alex Jones thinks it's an effing joke that he talks to Russian intelligence and that he's close to Russians and he interviews Alexander Dugin. I mean, I'm not joking. He thinks it's a big freaking joke, Alex Jones. And I want to be honest with you, I would not doubt if Alex Jones was kissy-kissy, huggy-huggy, and maybe taking something under the table from these damn Russians. And the reason I say that, folks, is because he himself thinks it's funny. That, oh, yes, I am Ruski. Look at me. He's even made videos about it, thinking it's a damn joke. All right? He's made videos about it. So all I'm saying is this, okay? All I'm saying is this. You want to look for Russia influence in America? I've already told you where to go. And if you feds don't want to do that, then you obviously know they're doing it, and you know they're doing it for a reason. That's all I got to say about that. And look, Putin, you idiot, all right? Your own people don't even want you as leader, all right? And stop stretching your face, Putin. I'm not joking around. You look like a freaking small condom on a big penis. That's what your face looks like, pal, all right? Stop stretching your face, Putin. And by the way, I want to give everybody an update on Operation Spilt Vodka. Believe it or not, folks, we have inspired a viral video meme. And now, I'm going to be honest with you. We had to use some kind of anti-Russian conservative propaganda in order to antagonize the Russian society. And if you folks haven't seen yet, there are viral videos being put forth by Russians in which they are twerking their asses. Everything from old ladies to girls to gay men. As a matter of fact, there were gay army recruits in the Russian barracks that were hiding their faces, twerking their little fruity twink asses off. And look, I'm going to be honest, is this what Russia has as recruits out here? It looked like a freaking bathhouse, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not even joking. But either way, we have started a twerking revolution in Russia. I'm not kidding around, okay? And look, y'all remember when I always used to say that if you want a gay test, if you want to test if you're gay, that go watch the Benny Benassi video, Satisfaction. Remember I used to always say that? I used to say, watch the Benny Benassi video, Satisfaction, and if that video does nothing for you, then you are gay, okay? If that video does nothing for you as a man, you are gay. You're officially gay. That's all there is to it. Well, I like that song. So, Benny Benassi Satisfaction is being used on all these twerking videos, all right? I'm telling you, Operation Spilt Vodka is a success. It's a success. We are affecting the Russian election. We are creating angst and discord amongst the goddamn Russian population. Operation Spilt Vodka. And by the way, it was put out by Russian media this week that Putin has taken a 12% slide in popularity in the major cities in Russia. And you want to know why that is? Operation Spilt Vodka. I'm telling you, Putin, you may manipulate your way into the presidency again, but by God, we're going to foment so much angst against your presidency that you're going to do nothing but jail your own people on a perpetual basis. And after you jail so many people, after you kill so many people, people are going to be like, we don't want you as leader anymore, boy. We don't want you as our leader. And I'm telling you, folks, domestically, the Russians don't want Putin as their leader. And by God, if you haven't participated in Operation Spilt Vodka, it's still not too late. You still can do this. You can be a part of history out here. We're being effective, man. Even the Russians had to admit that the United States is meddling in their goddamn Ruski elections because we are. operation that we're going to have in 2018. I guarantee it. This is not the only political operation that we're going to have this year. We're going to do a lot of political damage in 2018. We're going to conjure up the spirit of 2016. By God, if I have to force it my fucking self. I'm not joking. If I'm going to force it myself, I will conjure up the spirit of 2016. It'll be another summer of digital chaos if I have to unleash it again. I'll have to unleash it again. If I'm going to do it, I'll do it. I'll do it. I love this country, damn it. I love this goddamn president. I love capitalism. And I hate communism. I hate communism. I hate socialism. I hate it. I hate it. And I better calm down, folks. But if you want to participate in Operation Spilt Vodka, you need instructions to do so. Go to my gab right now. I just reposted instructions for you to participate in Operation Spilt Vodka so we can continue to meddle in the Russian elections. And when these Ruskies come out and they make more accusations that America is meddling into their Russian elections, you'll know that you had something to do with it, that we had something to do with it. Woo! I can feel the spirit of 2016. Can you feel it? Can you feel the spirit of 2016? God damn it! All right, that's it. I was going to talk about the Pope, but screw that freaking pedophile cult leader. All right? I got about 14 minutes left, all right? I guess it's about that time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, a part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 563-999-3791. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? And by the way, folks, before I get on with Radio Graffiti, I want to remind everybody that I will be in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. All right, and if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, all you've got to do is go to my gab right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, and hit the subscribe button for premium content. Hit the subscribe button for premium content. And once you do, give me a Gab private message with your Discord chat name, and I will give you an exclusive invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. By God, I can feel the spirit of 2016 coming upon us. Anyway, let's get to Radio Graffiti. Do we got any Radio Graffiti calls to be had, engineer? All right. Well, let's get to some Radio Graffiti calls right now. How about anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Right back in my hometown, we run the fire, just go round the new ground.
Wait, hold on just a second. Hold on, shut that crap off. Did you put the Cleveland Brown theme with Stevie Ray Vaughan, you musical blasphemous piece of shit? That's freaking musical blasphemy, and I don't want to hear that crap again. I'm warning you, I don't want to hear it again. Freaking Stevie Ray Brown, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic! Freaking stupid idiots, man. God damn it. Who else do we have here? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. All right, we get it. How about 704 Radio Graffiti? This is supposed to be my True Capitalist Radio show! be live voice chatting in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. If you want to come back with us, go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button for premium content, baby. Let's go and see what these people are listening, or what they're doing in voice chat in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, all right? Let's just see what they're doing. Here, engineer, throw them on. Throw the True Capitalist Radio chat room on right now, see what the hell they're doing.
My name is Cleveland Brown, and
You son of a I'm sick of that crap, man! I'll end this damn broadcast if I hear that crap again! Stop that shit! I'm serious! Stop that crap! Good God, man! Stop the Cleveland Brown crap and stop with the damn remixes, man! How many remixes are there of me out there on the internet, for Christ's sake? Good God, give me the mic! Good God, man! Look, enough of the Cleveland crap. Do you understand me? Enough of this garbage. 256 Radio Graffiti. We got Radio Graffiti.
I'm the boss of me. I'm the boss of me. I do so much cocaine and my brain doesn't work. I do so much cocaine and my brain doesn't work.
True Capitalist Radio. He rants about you and other YouTubers a lot.
Do I know Ghost from True Capitalist Radio? This guy is such a fucking snowflake that me just existing triggers this guy. What a fucking snowflake that just me existing upsets you. I don't even know who you are. And you're still upset that I just exist. That's how fucking...
Yeah, you know what? And for you folks, that was a recording of Boogie. He was talking about yours truly because he heard the rant I said about him and his wife, and he really wasn't happy about it. He was turning red-faced. You could tell he was trying to laugh it off when he was truly dying inside. Look, Boogie, the reason that you piss me off and your mere existence pisses me off is because we have people who have been taken away before their time who are geniuses, who accomplished things in life that contributed to human society, that invented things, that invented cures for things, that created beautiful music and literature and movies and everything. And yet God allows your fat, useless ass to waddle your ass around the face of the earth. So yeah, I'm a little pissed that you exist because I don't think people like you should exist. Stupid, ridiculous, oh, poor me, oh, poor me, oh, poor me. Can you give me some money? Poor me, I'm fat, I'm suicidal. Poor me, Shut up, Boogie, all right? Just shut up and continue to piss everybody off by acting like, oh, poor me, I need help. My life is a fat ass, oh. We see the pictures of your fat ass blending Mountain Dew with Doritos in a blender, you idiot. All right? Don't try to get any sympathy off me. 352 Radio Graffiti. Willie Atkins Radio Graffiti. Hey, Alex! Stop! Don't you dare try to take away my bronies, you piece of crap! You understand that? Don't you dare! You want to take away my bronies, we'll take you to war, alright? We'll take you to war! No, wait a minute. I didn't say I was going to take Alex Jones for no goddamn brony. Shut up! Alright? Hey, this asshole called my goddamn broadcast wanting a piece of me, and I'm telling you, Alex Jones, you want to go to war? I'll take you to war! I'll take you to war! War! Jesus Christ, 352 Radio Graffiti. seriously, Samsung. Radio Graffiti.
I'll shut your goddamn fucking name! War! You want a war? We'll take you to be a fucking name war, alright? We'll take you to be a fucking name war!
Let me get my freaking gun out here for Christ's sake.
You heard? You got it!
Shut up! Shut up! First of all, don't make light of this war situation between me and Alex Jones, and secondly, don't talk about Vietnam! I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you morons that! 305 Radio Graffiti, goddammit!
War! We'll take you to war, alright? You want it? You got it! War!
Look, asshole, stop making me sound like I'm killing massive amounts of people, man. Stop it! That's sick! That's not the kind of guy I am, alright? I'm a melting pot of friendship! I'm a nice guy! God! Oh! Anonymous Radio Graffiti! You're Helen Keller, deaf mute idiot. How about 513 Radio Graffiti? Danny J, Radio Graffiti. We've got I am stupid. I am stupid. 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 Just shut up, you Why don't you all just shut up? Good God, what a horrible carpet munching Monday. Why don't you all just shut up? Give me the mic. Why don't you all just shut up, man? Seriously, shut up. 352 Radio Graffiti. Got Rafa Capitalist, Radio Graffiti. Yay! Yay! Spaghetti! Yay! Uh-oh. Ow! There!
2 hours later.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Mine too! Mine's gone! And my chair is broken too!
Someone is in this house!
You talking about my goddamn 3,000 square foot home, boy? Oh, Christ!
Go home!
Gee, what the hell was that? What the hell? Oh, God, what the hell? What is this crap? What the hell is this garbage, man? Oh, God, give me the mic, man. I'm not ending with that, for Christ's sake. 303 Radio Graffiti.
Now, repent now. I know your mustache is cool. You got little gold frame glasses. You scare me so bad. What's driving me crazy is that photo right there. Zoom in on that. It's one of those cops in a black uniform with a mustache. You know that guy's a coward. You know he's a piece of garbage.
That better be a freaking recording of Alex Jones that you remixed, because if he's talking to me, we're going to go to war! We're going to go to war! War! I'm not kidding! I'm not kidding! 614 Radio Goddamn Graffiti!
Ghost, let's do Mountain Dew and vodka enemas with Boogie. It'll be totally legit. Oh my.
Yeah, of course, you stupid sick bastard. Of course! Of course! Of course! Of course! You'll be lucky if I come back on Wednesday after this shit! God damn it, I can't take it! Let's laugh, damn it!
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
The war continues, and the cans go waving. As this concludes the True Capitalist Radio broadcast of episode 555 right here on the BN Relay stream. I am your relay hoster, BN King. Want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Shout out to the Inner Circle, and of course, shout outs to the people over the TCR Discord chat. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. And of course, shout outs to everybody and the other chat rooms as well. And I'm talking about the SciTube and YouTube. Also, that needs to be muted because, of course, that's just forgot to get that out. Anyways, guys, with that is done, I am going to be doing some shoutouts here. But before I do shoutouts, let's do some inputs here before I continue on. So, of course, if you're a new listener to the TCR stream or the relay course, and or if you just want to continue on and listen for more of this, you can subscribe, because of course I do TCR broadcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, and we do them live. And you heard that right, live. So of course every show Ghost will conduct will be live, and of course you guys will be notified on the next TCR stream that would happen. And of course, do make sure to click on that bell if you subscribe to be notified when the next TCR stream ever happens. So do make sure to do that, but with all, I would appreciate it. Anyways, if not, you can also follow me on my Twitter account at the Broder Network, or you can also follow me on my Gab account. BN_King is my Gab account, and of course you'll also be notified on other things, as well as future posts on future streams and all that. But of course, do make sure to follow Ghost on his Gab account as well, which is Politics Ghost, and subscribe to him if you will, as if you do subscribe, you'll be inserting yourself into a special invite into the TCR Discord chat room, which I will be there with the guys here momentarily, because of course Ghost does shows up on that chat room on The Voice each and every time. And not only that, whenever there's no shows, Ghost does tend to go in there, and we all can just hang with him, know some knowledge, and just talk one another. So of course, you guys can pretty much be going in there and have all the funs. So hopefully I'll see you guys in there. Anyways, with those are done, the input, let's go on and do some shout outs, shall we? Because of course I've got other stuff to do right now currently. So let's do it. Let's do it fast. Let's do it now. So let's do this. Anyways, shout outs. So first things first, let me give some special shout outs to the people who subscribed, or anybody who donated or leave a tip. So of course we got one subscriber here, no tippers, Kono Krisu Da. So Kono Krisu Da, thank you for subscribing, and of course thank you for watching, and nobody tipped. So let's move on to the regular shout outs, shall we? So regular shout outs time. This is where the part of the end of the stream where I give shout outs to people who are in the live stream chat rooms during the live feed. And all you have to do is pretty much be present in each and any one of them. I'm going to go SciTube first and then YouTube last. So, of course, SciTube will go first. So, people in the SciTube, if you're present right now, I'll give shout-outs there now. And all you do is just pretty much just go into your linear list. YouTube, be aware, you will be next. And I'll be doing you guys shortly. So, let me do some YouTube or SciTube, and let's do it now. So, what's going on tonight, Purple Pony? Tyrion's in place. Bob, Tom, Selexa, what's going on to Selexa? Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Selexa. Of course, it is Selexa's birthday, so if you do see Selexa, do wish her, or do wish Selexa a happy birthday, please. So, do make sure to wish Selexa, once again, happy birthday. Cody D. Bunny, Dark Maiden, hey, Dark Maiden, It's going on to Dr. Brisso, Dorito Taimu. It's going on to Edgar, Mask Pony, Quitchish the Pony, Scarlet Moon, Space Coast, Sunshine Shimmerfag, TCU Gaming 1, Wart, Pinkwater, Pope Hentai, Roy on the Short Bus, and Sir Pickles. And of course, that's everybody present on the SciTube. So, now, let's head over towards the YouTube. YouTube, get ready because you are next now. So all you do for YouTube shoutouts is be spamming that live feed right now. And I do it right now because, of course, you will get shouted out in the participants list. And I'll be naming it from A to Z alphabetically. So hopefully I do see you there. Actually, let me just refresh the page because YouTube, for some reason, this chat log is not working. There, kid. Now I can see everybody in here. Fine. Okay, awesome. So let's do some YouTube shoutouts, and we're gonna do it right now. So let's going. What's going on to Aaron Tumon, Andrew Hewing? It's going on to Awesomeness, Commodore Crusher 9000 TM Pictures, Caps Lock 3 or Caps Lock. It's into play. It's going on to Cross Sound Star, Dash to the Mask, Dispenser Guy, 8 Equal, Aaron Von Gisbergen, Eva Maria. It's going on to Midnight Smiles, Neo Shot, Rick Hoover, Ron Livingstone. Who else we got here? I am taking the YouTube right now, so if you want a YouTube channel, all you do is be present right now. Lovely Ashy, Love Me just came in. It's going on to Lovely Ashy. There's Ron Livingstone, Roy Woodby, Slowpoke Garcia, Sneakiest Chameleon, and X-String 93. And of course, that's pretty much right now. I'm actually putting it. Polka Dude at 42. Ready? What's born ready? Board ready. Oh yeah. Dash to the max. Alright, so that's pretty much right now. That's I'm seeing in the chat room right now. So once again, if I missed out your name in here, please do make sure to be present because I am taking some shout outs here on the YouTube. So you want a YouTube shout out, all you do is pretty much be present, and it's easy as that. Hopefully everybody will be around here for a while because I'm doing some post shows here afterwards. Yeah, Lego Fan if you want to. Well, Cross Soundstar or Lego Fan, I know. But of course, that's just either way works. Anyways, I'm currently up here. Hey, Sigma018! Thanks for the $2 tip. Send some love. Aw. Thanks for the love, Sigma018. I do appreciate your generosity of your $2 tip. So thank you, Sigma0, for that lovely $2 tip. Piranha, PJP, Jizz. Piranha, yes. Boogie, 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 boogie in the chat. Boogie, 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 boogie in the chat. Fricka, 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 fricka. Fricka, 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 fricka. Oh my, we are in the compound next. Oh yeah, that's what we always wanted to hear.
Sister Abigail's frightened soul from the vessel known as Bray Wyatt. Into the redeeming waters of the lake of reincarnation. Welcome to the Hardy Compound. And it is here, Bray Wyatt, where I sentence you to the ultimate deletion!
I actually want to hear that because that's actually what's playing right now. Awesome. That's really nice promo right there. All right, guys. Well, just at your average due, you have missed nothing. You just reached the very end of the broadcast of the True Capitalism Radio. And, of course, I did finish taking shout-outs right here. So, of course, shout-outs to everybody who came out tonight. Thank you all for listening in. And, geez, the Diaz boy just came in, so shout-outs to you. Anyways, I am going to start the post show over at the BN Theater right now because this is still ongoing. I need to really watch this. It is necessary for me to watch this, and of course, I'm going to hang out to everybody on the Discord chat room or the TCR Discord. Hold on. Let me get some final shoutouts here. Watcher in the Dark 69. I'm looking up here again. In the... It's only very short here, but Neo Shot was here. Nope, that's it. That's everybody because I can't go anything as far up on the chat room log. So, fortunately, we were here earlier. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everybody who came out, or shout out to the people who's watching this in the archives. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Once again, this concludes the TCR broadcast of episode number 555. I'm heading over to the BN Theater for the post show. We're going to be playing post show over at the BN Theater. That she's actually kind of her right now. So you guys are actually going to be... if you want to, you can just listen to that, or you can just, enjoy the rest of the day or night and just see back here this Wednesday for the Wednesday broadcast or on the next TCR broadcast. Hey, Omega's Radioist! You just came in just now, so what's going on, Omega's? Once again, we are going to be doing post-show over at the BN Theater, but also I'm going to hang out over at the TCR Discord chat room. If you want to hang with me at the TCR Discord chat room, make sure you are present with Ghost. And, of course, if you haven't subscribed to Ghost, do so. It's easy as that. Subscribe to him, DM your Discord name, and then, of course, he'll send you the invite. And after that invite, which is going to be very timed, make sure you get that right away. And when you do, you're instantly in, and hopefully I'll chat you guys in there. If not, then I'll just chat you guys on the next broadcast. So anyways, I'm done here. So once again, have a good night to everybody. Thank you all for listening in. Thank you for watching. We're now switching to BN Theater, but for now, this does conclude our stream right here on the BN. So once again, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys this Wednesday or on the next TCR broadcast. So good night, and see you guys later on the next stream. So bye, guys. Have a good night or a good day or whatever time you're listening to this. So I'll bid everybody a good day and see you next. Bye, guys.